What is up, everyone? Welcome to yet another night of Collegiate Star League. My name are Cryptic, but the man of the hour, the man, the myth, the legend, Carlton.
Ah!
How
What's up,
are
Ricky?
you?
I'm doing good, man. We're casting two of my favorite teams tonight. So actually, I'm doing better than good. I'm doing double good.
Dude, that's like double the amount of good.
Exactly. You're
Wow.
picking up what I'm laying down.
I am.
Ricky, I need you to introduce these two exciting teams to the
Ooh.
fans tonight.
Oh man, I'm so excited. So, if you didn't already know, as Carlo just said, we've got Rutgers University, a team not shy to the spotlight, if you know what I mean, and then the University of British Columbia, who have held the spotlight for 2 years running before. So these are two teams that quite experienced in CSL here. University of British Columbia winning back-to-back years, but did not make it to land finals last year. Rutgers University, on the other hand, has been a high tier team, making it all the way through the group of death year after year, but somehow no one knows why can't make it to land finals. Is this going to be their year, Carlo?
How much did Storm Soldat pay you to be so nice to his team?
Enough. Enough.
How many Arcanas was it? Three?
I have every Arcana in the game now. Thank you.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rutgers has, I don't know. I love those introductions, by the way. Yeah, UBC, I actually, there's going to be a little interview with UBC coming up soon. And one of the
Ooh,
things that will be
teasers.
touched on is how their school's former grand champions, the former big shots, but it's a whole new lineup. So
Yeah,
the type of pressure.
it's true.
Like,
That's something that's really important to pull out is when these teams get completely new rosters because they graduate.
yeah, it's
Usually
very
teams
common.
fall off the map, but UBC,
Nah,
not
not those
UBC.
Canadians.
They're back.
Those skilled Canadians. Well, UBC, that's over where Artesia is,
Yeah, they're very
So,
good. I'm excited for this series. It should be a lot of fun.
definitely.
I will say that I actually don't have a favorite for this match. It's one of the first times going into a
We never
series.
have favorites because we're unbiased casters.
Well, I mean, by favorite, I mean like I think these teams are very evenly matched. I think in other times, in other series we cast, we'll see one team has an MMR advantage or a skill advantage. These teams, it doesn't seem like it. Both of them have really good track records this season so far, and
Yeah.
I think we'll see what happens.
I favorite, hypothetically, if I had a favorite, it would be Rutgers.
Mm-hmm.
Storm Soldat has been talking the talk all year, as he does every year. However,
That's
this year he's walking the walk. He is, I think, currently top 500 in North America since
top
the reset.
300, top three.
Top 300. He's been grinding hard. He's been
Mm-hmm.
pushing really hard to improve. This means a lot to him. He believes that his team is not only going to make it to land, but are going to take home the championship. And with how much ever he's putting in, I want to believe him. But more importantly, let's hit the stats super duper quick here.
Yeah,
UBC in the spring went 5-0, 10-1.
that's pretty damn
Rutgers,
good.
but Rutgers went 5-0, 10-0.
Oh.
So,
Oh, like I said, two very evenly matched teams. But hey,
following the stats,
Carlton,
Rutgers going to win.
real quick, if I had to pick a favorite, it'd be you. And on that note,
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and put it on
game.
a quick break. We're going to get ready to jump right into game number one. So I have learned to say stay in your seats, don't go anywhere, because
Don't.
game number one between this super hype series is about to start. So we'll see y'all in just a few moments. All right, so we're finally here. The game,
Bruh.
Rutgers University versus
Bruh.
University of British Columbia. Oh,
Bruh.
I'm so excited.
Bruh. Earth
Bruh.
Spirit and Tusk already banned? Are you kidding me, Storm Soldat, after both of us just praised your team? You're gonna ban two of the most fun heroes to watch in the game.
I mean, he's not one here for fun, right? Storm Soldat is here to, I mean, based on his name, crunch the enemies, right?
Yes.
Look at
He's
that.
just here for the W. He's the quintessential objective-based Dota gamer. That's what they call him for short.
He's a tryharder, but man, does he throw some funny stuff sometimes. Some questionable
I mean,
plays here and there.
He does not need entertaining heroes to be entertaining.
Exactly. I'm so excited for this series. This is going to be such a good one. Both these
Are
teams
we gonna see
want to advance to the next round of the playoffs, and they don't have a light opponent ahead of them. You know? I mean, they're playing against former grand champions. Rochester Institute of Technology.
Current grand champions.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. You're right. Grand champions themselves. Like
the big boys.
This is a hard section of the bracket here. These are three really big teams.
This is the who gets to lose to RIT is the prize of this one essentially.
Right?
Or who gets a chance to face the Kings? Who gets to be their appetizer?
Yeah, this is a big match, man.
Now, with that being said, are we going to see a cheese or are we going to see standard Dota in game one? What do you think?
I don't think UBC does cheese, to be honest. They're not every time we've casted them, they've had a very strict lineup both games.
All right. Well, UBC or Rutgers makes a normal Dota look like cheese.
Yeah, so I don't know what Rutgers is going to do.
They're a fun lineup to watch.
I really like UBC's bans, though. They get rid of Prophet and Chen. I believe Storm Soldat has been playing a lot of Prophet, if I remember right.
Yeah, he likes that hero. He crushed on it last time we cast him.
Yeah, so that's just UBC having done research and knowing what to do.
I like it. I appreciate it. In for a good match. All right, we go in reserve time. It always scares me, Ricky. I want to see you got first pick. You know the bans. I want to see that first pick come out. It was planned. Prove to me you're not just figuring the draft out as soon as the game started.
Yeah, I think they're a little confused by the UBC bans. I don't think they were expecting it. I don't know. There's a lot of good first picks. We saw on Monday them open up both games with the first pick Tiny.
Yep, that I owned.
And it owned. Yeah, it owned both games.
And it was a core Tiny. First pick core Tiny.
Mm-hmm.
That's just I love that. And like what it does to the draft too. Like it even forced the other team to try to go Ursa against it, but unknowingly didn't. Just Ursa got Hail Married every time he got close to Tiny.
A Warlock, a hero we've been seeing more and more.
Yes, okay. So lane presence and team fight. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Very classic first pick. Gives up nothing. Fits into almost every lineup.
I feel like Warlock is a little weak in lanes. He's good, right? But I feel like he's just.
10 seconds.
I feel like
he plays the long con.
Yeah, that's exactly it. He wins the regen battle, right?
Exactly.
He doesn't win the battle. He wins the wars. And I feel like the laning stage right now is just only battles.
It's like I'm not complaining. It's a bloodbath. And there's Lifestealer.
Yeah.
There's a first pick. I'm not surprised with it at all.
I don't feel like I've seen many first pick Lifestealers. That's a little
first phase usually though. At least I think
so.
So.
First phase is odd. I would expect UBC to ban out both Jug and Ursa in the next two bans.
Yeah, and isn't Razor another one?
Well, that's the thing. Like, which one do you leave? I think Jug and Ursa are way worse. Razor is still bad, but you might be able to find an answer for him.
Okay. Oh, snap pick. Here we go.
Right, well,
Razor. Boom. Boom. There it is.
You're right,
I love
dude.
it. Storm Soldat.
2,000 IQ.
I know, not even not the Razor pick, rather just the snap pick. That's what I like.
Yeah.
The instant, like, all right, we're playing a game here. That's a big boy move.
So the thing is you don't have to run this as a safe lane Razor. So if you're UBC, you still have to ban Juggernaut.
Yeah.
I think so, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't
you're
afford
right.
to let them get Juggernaut.
Rutgers could run 2 counters to Lifestealer, and both those heroes are strong.
And it's like Juggernaut's just one of those heroes who's good in lane. He's a very reliable carry.
It's not. I guess Shallow Grave kind of counters everyone, not just Juggernauts.
There's the Ursa.
So, yeah, you're right. There it is.
I like the Grimstroke ban from Rutgers. They just
honestly, Ricky, I'm sick of that hero.
Yeah.
I'm over it.
Chaos Knight.
I like the ban too. That's a hero I'm still okay with. Chaos Knight's pretty cool. He just has a fun lane.
I think he kind of fell off because people are realizing like he is good in lane, but I feel like people are finding him out, and that's what always happens when there's so much that changes in a little patch.
Yeah.
We get these heroes that resurge, like Viper right now. Viper is like the hero that
everyone's like
figuring out.
Own edge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone's like figuring him out and
he
like,
just
oh
looks
my
fun to
god, this
play
hero's so
too.
good. Yeah.
Like it's like he's good by just killing everybody. Is
He
like it's like
also
that's a fun
farms
one.
faster than anyone. Like
Yeah, Nether Toxin is great.
Nether Toxin on jungle camps, like it breaks all the mana or all the magic resist on creeps. So you just drop it on a creep camp and you flash farm so fast. Better than
Hmm.
almost any hero. It's faster than Battle Fury.
Yeah, I like it. Who would have thought? The killing lane dominator is now the farming hero.
Yeah.
He does it all. Are we going to see a Viper this game?
I doubt it. I don't think
Even against a
they're
lifestealer?
aware
I
of
guess
it
that's not too
yet.
much damage.
That life or that Viper pick didn't really show up until very recently, and I'm wondering if they're aware of it.
Well, keep our eyes peeled. Taking time in the second phase bans. Timbersaw.
That's an
Okay.
interesting ban.
That's the mid-game dominator.
Maybe they're expecting safe lane CK? Or, I'm sorry,
Well,
safe lane Razor?
Yeah, or mid, I guess. I don't
There's
know.
the Sven. I mean, now your Razor is going to have a
Sven
great game.
Lifestealer. Ooh.
I mean, this is like a very beginning of the patch. This was the meta. This was the comp, right? Before they got nerfed down a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing is I think Sven Lifestealer, as both those heroes individually get owned by Razor, but as a group, I think they just kill. Like I think they just legitimately just kill Razor. Like they don't even care.
Yeah.
Like both of them manning up on him.
They both got a little bit of a tweak in the patch. Like Lifestealer's Feast got reduced. Sven's Shield got reduced at lower levels. So they're both not as dominant in the laning phase as they used to be.
Yeah.
But Rubik's good. I really like the Rubik pick. Stealing Sven Stormhammer.
Yeah, that's good. Actually, maybe I would have liked the Bane more against these two heroes.
Bane would have
I
been
guess
really
Bane
nice.
Warlock's kind of weak. If they could have got Bane Rubik, ooh, Enfeeble.
10 seconds remaining.
So we need some damage, some big damage, reliable damage coming from the last two cores because Warlock's low damage, Rubik's pretty low damage, Razor
Situational.
potentially, yeah, situation. There's a potential he does no damage, right? There's a potential of, like double force staff just break static
A
link.
lot of times Razor, I mean, just looking at the draft right now, he's going to be building very tanky. Right?
Yeah.
You can't afford to
Yeah,
just
he
like,
has
go
to.
damage.
Oh yeah,
He has to
he
just
can't.
go
He'll
like,
just get rolled over.
yeah. Going a very tanky build. I expect to see like a halberd and like something else. Like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he'll be the halberd buyer this game.
Yeah. Well, like the physical damage coming up from UBC already is just like.
What Yule's halberd? I think that's where he's gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah. Just go completely like rely on static link.
Yeah, I think you have to. I think you have to get like a good static link off, then Yule's him up, and then halberd the other, and that way you can just turn a fight.
Yeah, I like that. And he's I like that. That makes sense. Kunkka, oh
Wow.
god.
Dude, just 3 melee strength cores coming out from UBC.
But like they have so much physical damage and Kunkka's bringing magical damage too.
This explains
so,
the Timbersaw ban that we were questioning. We're like, Timbersaw, that's weird. They're like,
they knew. I like that.
Yeah, they're like, well, we're just gonna pick 3 heavy like strength cores, and if they pick Timbersaw, we lose.
Mm-hmm.
So good ban.
Yeah.
One thing.
5 seconds remaining.
What can you pick into this?
Yeah, I think that there's. I don't know if there's one hero that Rutgers picks here that makes me feel good about their lineup against UBC.
I think it's Phantom Assassin. I think PA is the pick. Because it's either Juggernaut or PA. The problem with it has to be one of those. I imagine. I can't see them doing anything else.
Dude, techies.
Dude.
Techies would own them. Techies would own them so bad. This is like the dream techies. I guess Shallow Grave, but
I mean, who cares? I mean, he'll just go Aghanims though, and then walk the whole team high ground with an AoE Grave. That'd be hilarious. That's what I want to see.
Oh god, never. I never want to see that.
They could go Enigma.
Oh yeah. I like that.
Warlord, I like it. That's a hero that does a lot of damage and is really good at fighting against both the cores. But I worry if he doesn't get a BKB fast enough that he isn't gonna be able to fight.
Well, my concern with Troll Warlord's the same as my concern with Razor. I think individually in a one-on-one setting, he's good against them. But when you put all of those cores together, I think they're going to do the same thing they'll do to Razor. They'll just run him down and beat him.
Yeah, he'll need a BKB like second item this game.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't. He can't fight.
it feels like Troll Warlord is going to need just the most insane early game because he has to build tanky and he has to build damage.
I mean, he's going against Sven with a Warlock. It's not bad. The question is, now do you put Razor mid and pick a better offlaner? I think if you go the Enigma, you run him offlane, run Razor mid against Kunkka. I think you can do it.
I still think Enigma is sick. Enigma would just be... I love that hero, and I think it would be great this game. I really wanted to see a way to punish 3 melee coming out, but there's still no punish really for 3 melee cores.
Yeah,
I guess it's hard though with the Razor. King. Yeah, because normally that's why I love the Enigma.
Yeah, I think Enigma Warlock makes it so that you can't lose a fight as Rutgers, and if you need to go late game, you can very easily hold your high ground.
Dragon Knight. I feel the same way about Dragon Knight as I feel about Razor and as I feel about Troll. I think he just has the same problem. Actually, I really like the Breathe Fire. I think is really good, but
yeah, if he gets the damage reduction addition on Breathe Fire, it could be dope. But Lifestealer purges it off. Sven probably going to build BKB this game. Kunkka doesn't really care because he's just going to be exploding.
10 seconds.
If UBC pick up any sort of hero that silences here, I think they win this game.
Oh god, yeah. Because like, look, they have Static Link, Fade Bolt, and Breathe Fire, all in combination. Oh god, remember last time, dude? This is what Stony Brook did.
That's so good.
Pugna that stands behind Sven and Lifestealer. This is what Stony Brook did when they beat RIT, and like Pugna just had the freest game of his life.
Yeah, that might be a support Kunkka. I don't know. I don't remember which ones on UBC play core.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
but even as a support, I think like Pugna's spells are strong enough to just like he doesn't need to be doing it.
I mean, Troll Warlord is useless if he gets like decrep during his ult.
Yeah, and it's really big slow for Razor.
10 seconds remaining.
The Pugna is such a good pick.
Wow,
that Dragon Knight said I can count the number of pixels in that armor on one hand.
That one actually, everyone knows that one was ported from Warcraft 3, but little known fact, it was actually ported first from Warcraft 2.
Dang, that's why I recognize it.
Right? You may remember this from when you had a floppy drive on your computer.
Wait, you don't have a floppy drive?
I have 3.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I still boot off of it, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. Game number 1, based on the draft. By the way. Huh?
No Rubik Arcana.
Yeah, good point. Who do you?
Really nice Warlock staff.
Oh my lord, what is that thing?
That's real. That looks like an epic weapon from World of Warcraft.
Yeah, that's like a straight out of Encourage weapon, dude.
Right. Do that, and his lantern is huge actually. Warlock has really strong shoulders to be able to carry that out with his arm extended.
Yeah,
that's really impressive. Honestly, he should be a strength hero.
Who would you give the draft to so far?
Bro, I just can't go against UBC here, and I want to cheer for Storm Soldat, but if I just looking at games where we see Sven and Lifestealer in the CSL, I think that has 100% win rate, and then Sven, Lifestealer plus Pugna was the SVU lineup, and it was so much pressure. It was just too much pressure. I think regardless of Warlock ult, when UBC fights as a team, there's still going to be a stronger fight, stronger 5v5 lineup.
Do you see UBC smoke in the mid lane there? Let's do
introductions
right really quick. Do
it quick.
All right, Stolen Soldat. We're going to be playing the Warlock, the captain, the madman himself. We've got Ladcraft on the Dragon Knight in the mid lane. Troll Warlord going to be played by Jahan, and we've got Law playing the Rubik, and last but not least, Lefty playing the Razor.
And before we see a massive fight on Lifestealer, we have up. Mr. V Dota will be playing Pugna. The smoke is popped by Sven. He's pursuing the Dragon Knight. The tank is here on the team. Stormhammer comes out. We're going to follow it up with a Torrent. There is a Nether Blast. Great Whaleblade cosmetic on Kunkka. They're beating him down. As Static Link comes in on Lifestealer. Razor could be pretty deadly here. We're going to see Dragon Knight fall. Now, UBC retreating. Pugna looks like he's going to fall. Yes, Razor has stolen 56 damage. Essentially, as a double damage rune. Beating down this Sven, who's also getting hit by a Troll Axe. The Torrent's coming out. Stormhammer, 3-man, baby. Kunkka currently sitting at about 300% accuracy with Torrents.
That is
And
a lot of
we're going to a Rubik here. Rubik is going to break this out. No, it went full duration. A couple more auto attacks on Sven, but they're committing 4 heroes from Rutgers to bully his Sven. That's going to secure two bounty runes top, though. So it looks like we'll see a 2-for-2 trade. All right, first blood. I like it, Ricky.
I mean, we saw that smoke up when we realized, like, UBC is here to fight, man. These guys, they're going for it.
This is their debut into playoffs. That's the first thing they did when they got into playoffs, and you got to respect that.
Oh, I respect it. Do you want to finish the introducing UBC here?
Yeah, Mr. V Dota is playing Pugna as he's support. It looks like he's support, yes. Dazzle, Young Bratz, with a Z at the end, because it's from Canada, it's a Z, not a Z. Sage Dragon will be carrying on Sven, and Hookerino on Kunkka mid lane.
It's Hook Rhino, by the way.
Hookerino.
So Pugna support. Looks like they're swapping the lanes because I see Lifestealer roaming all the way top because he saw Razor. Or maybe
Yeah, he doesn't land.
did it? Was it? I don't know what they. I think Razor rotated bottom.
Oh, okay, that's probably why he's... No, Razor has... okay, well, we'll see a static link bottom. Sven's here. Stormhammer, no. Razor has his TP.
Yeah, I think this is fine. I think they're okay with putting Troll Warlord against the Lifestealer lane.
Actually, Rubik is caught top lane in the trees. He was fighting the Dazzle, and Lifestealer walked all the way across for that gank. Open wounds. He's dropping about half health. Warlock's going in for the body blocks, getting a couple off. Rubik's dropping very low. Looks like he's going to be safe. They still need quite a bit more. Lifestealer's right on his 6th. Telekinesis for the stun. And Dazzle will actually get the kill with the Poison Touch. Lifestealer's dropped really low, though. He has the Shadow Word on him. He's getting hit by Troll Axes. 60, it's not going to tick hard enough, and he's going to survive. All right, rotated across the map for that kill.
Yeah, he couldn't get the Poison Touch off. It's just, it smells so good.
And now Dazzle, speaking of Poison Touch, gets it on Storm Soldat, and he's owning him with it.
Up is just
dead.
well,
Troll's gonna get, yeah. Okay.
What? He just thought he could fight, and Troll's clearly a pretty strong hero with Whirling Axes, so that was very interesting.
Very unfortunate there. Was maybe just a misclick. Or Lifestealer thought he was a bit tankier than he is.
Yeah.
So static link on Sven is pretty much the same as static link on Lifestealer.
Yeah, the decrep though is a big deal because you can just decrep the Razor and Sven can get the distance on him by just popping like Warcry, or he can always just stun him. So static link is going to be super value in this lane.
Yeah,
but it's better than not having it. It is still a favorable matchup.
Yeah, and Sven actually used Stormhammer just now to break Razor's south. I think they could go for a kill on Razor actually when they hit level 3.
They might be able to. Decrep plus Stormbolt damage is a lot.
Yeah, Stormbolt's damage was buffed. 320 at level 4 for an AoE. Pretty good. I three they might go for a kill. What's what are we looking at top side? We already have level 3 on Troll after that awesome kill on Lifestealer he got.
Yeah, Storm Soldat TP back to base, just got found by the Dazzle, and he can't just like man up or run away, so he just has to TP to base, and he's walking back now. Mid lane, Lagcraft versus Kunkka. It's kind of just seems like a pretty boring strength v strength, no one kills each other type of lane.
Yeah.
I'd expect,
well, that's like the Dragon Knight special, right?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna sit in lane forever.
Exactly. Bot lane, if you see some pings, can they get anything here? No.
I think
Go ahead.
I'm still feeling like they should fight here, and we might see it from Pugna as he walks around, but Decrep, Netherblast, and Stormhammer I think is enough damage to kill Razor right now. Just about. A couple auto attack on top.
Yeah, and his damage is falling off right now, and here it comes.
There it is, here comes the Stormhammer. There's the Netherblast, no Decrep, they're just gonna auto attack him. Pugna's getting low, there's a Fade Bolt on the side, but it's only level 1. Pugna's gonna walk away, and Razor loses 1. Now top side by the Bounty Rune, Warlock in a very dangerous position. Gets caught out in the river by a Lifestealer and a Dazzle, they're gonna chase him all the way back. He has Poison Touch on him, there's no way he gets away from that.
That's 3 kills now for this Dazzle. Law bottom lane as well, gets the lift, but
go.
Tosses him under tower.
Yep.
He dies, but this should secure the kill.
Gonna get a kill for Razor. There it is.
Wow. These lanes are blood hungry, man.
Seriously. What was Storm Soldat doing off on this side?
I think he's trying to get a ward over there, but he didn't have a ward, so I really have no idea.
Well, it might have been worth it because Troll was farming that whole time, compared to having the two heroes out
Gosh,
of
20
lane.
and 8 to 8 and 1.
Yeah, looking very good.
That's pretty darn good.
Johan, speaking, I was saying Stormsoul that stepped up. Johan, seriously, Razor's gonna actually. I love this play by Razor to get the bounty. But Sven out times him with gets the auto attack in. Bounty rune picked up, doing some damage to Razor. Razor's only sold 38 damage. They have a decrep in a second. Can you mango the Sven? Not gonna go for the kill, but they might go on the Rubik here. There's a mango available. Nether Blast, decrep. There's the plasma field. Static Link's not off cooldown yet. Gonna UBC gonna turn on Lefty on Razor. Stormhammer comes out. Pugna's running, very quick hero. No mana on Sven. He has to kill them with just straight auto attacks. Razor getting close. He has a plasma field. He might go for the Pugna. No, he's gonna go for the static link damage on Sven. There is no telekinesis from Rubik. He's just gonna chase the Sven away, steal his damage, and go back to lane.
I mean, it's not the end of the world that they didn't get the kill there. This damage should make it pretty nice, but Dire's just gonna shrine up. And when they come back to lane, they can certainly get secure kill.
Oh yeah. And top side, Lifestealer's still just getting bullied. Having a very difficult time.
And Dragon Knight level 6, pressuring mid tower. This is what he does.
Yeah. I love it. Hookerino desperately trying to keep the creeps away while getting CS. Someone once told me you could say his name is Hookerino, but I thought that was a little silly.
Yeah, I don't understand why you name yourself that.
Oh, top side, here we go. Poison Touch and Open Wounds. It's got a kill on Warlock. Let's see if we can get a kill on Troll. No mana on Troll, actually, just enough to get the blind off. Lifesteal will use Rage to make sure he can auto-attack again. Storm Soldat's going to drop the Upheaval, slowing the Dazzle, but not stopping the Lifestealer. Poison Touch is still being refreshed. Shadow Word's keeping Troll up. Under tower range, we're going to see teleport in from Razor, but it's not going to save our Troll. Troll's down. Static Link on Lifestealer. Once again, we're going to see Pursuit by Razor, but the damage he steals is going to go nowhere. Actually, he might be able to get... No, doesn't get Lifestealer. Throws a lot of damage out on the Dazzle, though. He's going to run in. Found him. Decrep, no! Actually, great Decrep from Pugna. Lifestealer's not happy. There's the Plasma field. Lifestealer and a lot of damage. Shadow Word going to heal him back up. However, no mana.
Yeah, that was nice.
He's probably going to go Shrine. And a lane swap. Troll is now roam bottom.
Yeah, I mean, when your Razor ports up there like that, you can't return to that lane and split the farm, so it's a good idea for Johan to just head bottom, farm up that lane instead. He doesn't really care, I guess, whichever of the two heroes he's against. The main thing is the Dazzle is difficult for him, that's about it.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's 3 heroes for the UBC bottom lane right now, too. Rutgers 2, a Stormhammer's going to come out and a Poison Touch on Troll. Dazzle comes in from the back with a Fade Bolt. Troll's going to get underneath his tower, but his wounds have been opened. Sven and Lifestealer right on him, and Dazzle in the back line refreshing. Poison Touch, very tanky Troll, but he's probably going to die right about now. There it is. Now they've set their sights on Rubik, the support with no carry. Telekinesis on cooldown for 20 seconds, Poison Touch for 5. It looks like this fight is going to dissipate.
Yeah, you talked about Troll Warlord just being, like, not as tanky as you would expect, because these heroes just run at you, and...
Yeah.
They do a lot of damage, especially with Poison Touch. Like, you can't underestimate how much damage Poison Touch is doing these games. Top lane actually, Lefty pops the ult and is diving, but isn't going to go for it. No mana for the Plasma Field, actually. That was a little bit of a miscalculation. Mid lane.
Things coming out mid. Now there's a Dazzle and a Sven rotating up behind the Dragon Knight. There's the God Strength, Stormhammer, Poison Touch, beating him down. The boat's coming in. X is going to hold him there, hit him with the Torrent. Dragon Knight's taking every spell. He's going to put the damage reduction on them and run to his Razor, who shows up. Dragon Knight falls, but Razor's here with some damage. Going to see if he can kill anyone before falling himself. A Shallow Grave will save Kunkka. Stormhammer coming out. Looks like we're turning on Razor now. Razor dropping very low. Sven's right on his tail. Kunkka's going to die on the high ground. Razor's going to die on the low ground. Sven once more, but I don't think he can catch anyone. 5 seconds on Stormbolt.
That was huge for UBC. They force 3 teleports mid lane. They get both cores, and they just lose the Kunkka.
Yes. Well said. That was not what Rutgers was looking for from that engagement. The rotation from Razor, he really wanted to save the Dragon Knight, but when he got there, it's the same problem all the cores have. They can't stop them as a group. Again, individually, they're great, but when you have Lifestealer and Sven running around with each other, they're just gonna melt through everybody.
Yeah.
Really Sven at anyone.
Jahan has his Midas, and Rutgers did scout the ward placed by Dazzle in the top lane there, so that's gonna get dewarded for sure.
Rubik might get caught bottom. Actually, there's the Stormhammer. Level 4, Rubik. Torrent to follow it up, and both of them with big swords beating down the little support. Telekinesis is going to buy him a second, but the X was out. Actually, a static link because Razor's shown up. He's sapping all of Kunkka's damage. Razor's sitting at plus 73. Sven's going to give him a smack and run away. Alright, well, action-packed game. 15 kills before 10 minutes. Bounty Rune spawned.
Razor needs to be careful. If he gets X'd into a boat, he could probably die. Looks like he's anticipating that, so he's going to back off.
And in the trees. There's the bounties. Okay, is there any big items we're about to see?
They actually stand bot. They see the incoming hero, but you just don't.
There's a boat. You called it. Stun him, smack him, drop him. Actually, a Fade Bolt and a Telekinesis might save Razor's life, but the X marks the spot and he's pulled back. Warlock's here, but very late.
Whoa, that staff visual.
Block, level 4.
What is this staff, actually? What the heck is this?
I think it's just gorgeous.
Ceaseless sorcery. Okay. Neat. Mid lane, tower probably going to go down here to lag crab. He's got a catapult, got his own poison on the tower, and there it goes. And that was an arcane rune, Elder Dragon form, so he can have that up here in 40 seconds to push another lane.
3 heroes mid on Rutgers, 3 on UBC. 2 of them are going to rotate out. Doesn't look like we're going to see a fight. Rubik and Dazzle are both going through the north side of the river towards the top of Razor sapping Lifestealer.
One thing I like.
So it looks like they just want to fight. So
yeah, they really do. I was going to say that's what I really like so far about how they're playing this is they really do just want to fight.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we might see some action top, but also bottom lane. The heroes are getting close to each other. Sven slowed. I don't think they can kill him. Upheaval on Sven, actually. This might be all the slow trolls needs. No, it's not going to be enough, and Pugna showed himself bottom. Unfortunate.
Jahan's Midas is nice because it gives him a little bit more of like a farming advantage over the Lifestealer, who doesn't have his Midas yet. But I do really like that Dragon Knight is just going for an early Blink Dagger, trying to make space. Lefty top lane actually in a lot of trouble.
There it is. I see a bow coming out. Xing Razor back. The bow missed, but the Torrent hit. It looks like Razor's going to fall. Dazzle jumps onto Rubik with the Poison Touch right away, and that's slow. That heads-up play is what's going to lead to this kill. Rubik unable to get out.
Bot lane too. Look at this. Storm Soldat baiting around.
Under tower. Sven has God Strength. He's getting chased by a Dragon and a Golem. What a nightmare. But he's pretty quick. Kunkka's here now. X on Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight has no mana. We're going to see a Torrent to follow it up. Troll rotating in from the backside, going on Kunkka. There's a Storm Hammer on the level 7 Troll. There's a Dragon Tail on the level 9 Sven. Very low, but a Dazzle to Swarm him does have a point in Shallow Grave. Kunkka's on the front line, smashing the Golem and the Dragon. Troll's going to farm up the side. Looks like we're going to see no fighting. However, Rubik has teleported in.
I mean, they're teleporting the Lifestealer down here too. I mean, if they're committing all 3 cores here, they're looking for a kill.
Sven, no ult, low on health, but with the Stormhammer. Kunkka going for the Torrent. Kunkka hits the Torrent blind. We're also going to see a Stormhammer on Rubik. Kunkka wants Dragon Knight. Sven wants Rubik. Lifestealer just wants to kill everyone. He goes in on the Strength hero, the big boy. A boat's coming out. I'm not sure if it's going to hit. Yes, it is. Rubik dies on the side. Dragon Knight very tanky, but surrounded by many heroes from UBC. It looks like he's going to fall. He left his Dragon form, and he's about to leave his living world. He gets taken out. Shallow Grave will buy Sven some time. He de-aggroes the tower, and the tower is likely going to fall after a fantastic fight from UBC. And what a team fight. The coordination is fantastic. But mid lane upheaval. Oh, never mind. They let him go.
It's a level 1 upheaval, and you're not really getting enough of a slow into that. So I think he's just trying to make some space for Troll Warlord. He's getting a Sanj and Yasha. I'm assuming he'll get a BKB shortly after. Lefty has Crown. Is he going drums? I would expect that to be the drums. He has the Sage's Mask. Yeah. Okay. So
I love that.
Got drums.
I kind of like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I expected him to get a Yule's at some point, but I think drums is fine.
It's okay. I was gonna say there's not a problem with drums, but I still agree with you with the item build you're talking about. Oh, actually, we're gonna see God Strength on Storm Soldat of all people, getting caught out in the dome. He's getting chopped. He's just getting chased down and beat down by Sven. One more hit. Drop him. Level 10 Sven. Now in the jungle, there's some action going on.
Yeah, they have a really deep ward here, and Rutgers has no vision of that jungle. Some people have patented that lane as the dead lane, a scan behind the tower.
Oh, Fade Bolt's going to
Blind
reveal Rubik right as another Blind Torrent hits. There's open wounds. The Rage is going to make sure that Lifestealer can sit there fantastically. Aim Tidebringer will drop Rubik low. Lifestealer will finish him off. Dazzle kiting the creeps on the backside. Lifestealer will go save him.
That's just a really smart play, right? They're assuming someone's going to be there to depush the wave, so they just scan it and throw an immediate torrent.
Yeah, and Rubik unfortunately gave his position away with the Fade Bolt as well, right as they entered his line of sight.
Lagcraft picked up his Blink Dagger.
Okay,
so
I like that.
That is an item, at least.
As a fight starter, that's going to really make sure Razor can get his static link off. That opens up a lot of combo for his team, I think. And you saw how tanky he is. I think it's great that he doesn't, like, he can grab a mobility item, go tank item next.
So UBC, I think, is going to get all 4 runes here. Sven actually snuck through and grabbed both of those runes, and they didn't have vision of him. So they'll take the top tier 1 tower as a constellation. And this is what Dragon Knight does, right? He's a hero that likes to push to mid tier 1 for Rutgers being pressured at the same time, though.
Yeah. What are you going to do? Dragon Knight just wants to sit there, exactly. Teleport from Dragon Knight. It looks like we're going to see a defense from Rutgers mid lane. All right.
Look at the ward, though.
Dragon form has been used. Very good vision coming out. Plasma field. There's another ward as well, right on top of the front. Static link's broken immediately. Not looking good for Rutgers. And with the static link being broken, so is the life pool of Razor as he gets pulled back by an X, beat down. Troll's in the middle of everyone and realizes he can't take this fight, but we're going to see a fantastic ult from Warlock. Troll's going to pop his ult, do some damage. They're fighting on top of the upheaval. This is looking really good for Rutgers. Dragon Knight blinks in with the stun. Okay, all the supports are getting low, but they're not actually dying. Lifestealer regains rage and goes back in on Troll, who's unable to turn around and fight Stormsoul that once again with the body blocks, trying to keep his boy alive. It's slow from Troll, blind from Troll. He wants to turn, doesn't look like he's going to get away. Damage reduction from Dragon Knight, keeping Troll alive. There's a shallow grave. Sven wants to die, but he gets stunned under tower. Troll's going to make it away. Third rage of the fight. They're chasing Troll. A torrent's going to catch him. Fantastic accuracy, and we're going to see everyone on Rutgers start falling, and yet everyone on UBC has about half health or more. They're looking great. A long drawn out fight, but it was clean.
Yeah, they finally figure out how they can kill him. Like, wait, Kunkka, cleave him to kill him. So Kunkka just hits the Warlock, hits the Dragon Knight on the front end and cleaves both Warlock and Troll Warlord. So
yeah. Oh god. Well, there was. I'm at a loss for words. So UBC is playing these fights phenomenally. Their coordination, they're back. They back together. They turn together. They're comboing their spells. They're working fantastically as a team, and I love it.
This is so good by UBC. They have an 8,000 gold lead here, 17 minutes into the game.
Oh my
god. The main difference. Look at the supports, right? Pugna, almost 5,000 net worth. Dazzle, 3,100, compared to the 1,900 of both of the supports.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So
yeah,
there's just
great.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference because you don't have the ability to get like these decent items on your supports. Pugna just going straight for an Aghanim.
I love, and look what he's doing right now. He's just nether blasting the tower.
Yeah.
Yes.
The other thing to note is a decent amount of Jahan's net worth, which is the highest net worth for Rutgers, is in a Midas, right? So their ability to fight isn't that relevant. Like, Lifestealer offers a decent amount of utility to the fight with open wounds, with his rage, infest and stuff like that. Troll Warlord can do a lot of damage, but he's dealing against a very tanky lineup. And Troll Warlord, I don't know, man. It just seems like his damage is lacking right now.
Exactly. Even when he dropped his ult on top of the Warlock ult, it wasn't very impressive, honestly. Like, I mean, he did some damage, but again, when we saw the fight conclude, we're gonna see him caught out.
He's in a little bit of trouble. He doesn't want to bring that stuff over to Troll, so he's just gonna walk the other way.
Stormhammer on Stormsoul, he's done.
Jahan's like, don't bring that over here, as he runs the other way.
I think a good indicator how this game is going is the kills, and what I mean by that is Rutgers just doesn't have the damage to kill SBU, because it's not like Rutgers is playing poorly. They're playing well, but when it comes down to fighting, they have to fight through Sven's shield. They're dealing with Decrep. They're dealing with Shadow Wave coming out, and there's no real burst damage on Rutgers, and so they can't finish anyone off. So they're fighting well, but maybe they're gonna get a kill bottom here. Dragon Knight catches up Pugna, but we're gonna see Sven come in. There's a Decrep life drain. Stormhammer got that strength, beat down the dragon. Does he have a TP out if he wants to go for it? He does. He has Dragon Tail back up. The Nether Ward. No, a Torrent's gonna keep him here, and an X. Bring him back. Smack him with the boat.
I mean,
Oh,
you
man.
commit that heavily
Rutgers
to
can't
kill
get
a
a
support.
break, and Stormsoul that too. Gone.
His
Yeah,
last pick
exactly.
Pugna
That would
was
have been
so
for
good.
a Pugna.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the last pick Pugna. It's genius. And once again, Ricky, we're looking at the UVC sitting outside the gates of Rutgers base.
I mean, this is...
Oh no, Troll got caught out. There's the open wounds, the Storm Hammer, Rage, damage, Netherward's dropped. You know there's going to be a fight. Plasma Field and the Static Link come out. Pugna is going to
Great
life.
two-man's done.
Four's alive. Static Link has been used. Troll's X back, but there's no follow-up from UVC.
I mean, we talked about how Razor, on paper, is good against melee heroes. But you talked about this in the draft. He's not good against this many melee heroes.
Yes, exactly.
This many amount of heroes that can just run at you and not allow you to like build up your damage and burn the armor of the enemy heroes. And
Exactly.
Sven's Warcry offers a lot of damage reduction to his team. It's scary, man.
Yeah, because if it's just you against Razor, you can't fight him because he'll win every trade. But when Razor would never win those trades if you could fight him back without losing all your damage, and that's essentially what the two other melee cores are doing. Razor goes in to steal damage, and the other cores just run and beat him up.
This is a very, very calculated draft here by UBC. This is the drafts that I saw at the very beginning of the patch that no one really seemed to have an answer for. Until they got nerfed a little bit and we started seeing the emergence of a few heroes coming in. I mean, obviously the Timbersaw is the most obvious, but I'm kind of surprised that we got a physical damage tanky core for the mid lane of Rutgers. I think that's the thing to me mostly that is very confusing.
Yeah, I think. Well, they can still pull this together, but it's looking really good for UBC. Going to take out the last tier 2, put them at 14k net worth. Let's see, because Troll won't have BKB. Does Dragonite have? Dragonite's going Midas, so he wants to catch up. He thinks they can solve this game. I don't think the UBC thinks this game is going to go on for very much longer.
UBC's lineup is exceptionally good at pushing right now. They have this Sven who's got a Crimson Guard, I believe, completed almost.
So Hammer's going to hit on one. Static Link coming, and there's the Warcry. All right, Static Link has been used. Now Rutgers actually opting to leave their base a little. No, they're going to back up. Johan wants to use his Midas. 2 Midas on
There's the
Rutgers.
Crimson Guard, yeah. So they get the Crimson Guard, and now you just push.
Oh yeah, that's a huge pickup and a smoke. We're gonna see it pop. There's still no Static Link. That's the reason the fight was a great Warlock ult. Might be what we need. We hit a free fire on everyone. This is the lowest that we've seen UBC get this whole game. But Kunka Coco's Rum is gonna hit on everyone. Troll goes in, and because he's disarmed, he's just getting kited into the Sven, into the Kunka, into the Lifestealer, into death. Torrent is gonna come out, and he doesn't even have time to be brought to the maximum altitude. He gets dropped 6 feet under.
I mean, he did 0 damage.
Warcry. X on Rubik. This is another one. Another kill here for UBC. Razor's Plasma Field can't even stop the creep wave, let alone the push.
I mean, he God Strength, Warcry, and Crimson Guard, and up on the Lifestealer took 0 damage from.
Yeah, and now he's beasted right back up.
And that was that was probably the best possible counter initiation you could have asked for from Rutgers. You got a 4-man Golem into a 2-man stolen Stormbolt. That's how I say those words.
Storm Soldat.
They dropped him about 20-30% on all of those heroes, but there's no other damage besides that.
Yeah. And then the Coco's Rum, in addition to that, hit everybody.
Yeah.
Just like, it didn't even matter if that Kunka boat hit anyone. They just needed the buff from it. And we're back here again. Tier Rax's top. We're going to see the first one drop here. X on, oh no, this is Ricky. That's it. Oh, there's the though, keeping him up, but it's going to set the Torn up. And like, he didn't even get a full duration of Static Link before they killed him.
Nah.
Well, Sven going to level up, 30 movement speed, get to the bottom lane faster, and take this victory. Now, keep in mind this is the best of 3 series, and it's not over just yet. However, that combo is beautiful, taking out the captain of the team, Storm Hammer, into Torrent. You know what's crazy is that there's 3 heroes that reduce damage on Rutger, but Rutgers is the team that's having issues with getting enough damage out.
Yeah. Well, there's another initiation of the law. He just accepted his fate there. He's like, oh, I'm dead.
33. You know, Ricky, we've talked about this at least once a week. The momentum you get in these 3-game series is very important. And UBC is going into game 2 feeling amazing. They slaughtered Rutgers.
Yeah,
this
this
game,
is
6-33, sub 25-minute win.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if we look at the timer here, 25 minutes megas. Like
They're going, oh
blink
god.
Initiation on the Dragon
That
Knight.
coordination is amazing. Alright, well, we're going to see Static Link. X on Dragon Knight's going to bring him back and drop now. Razor has extended into everyone on UBC. He's going to make it to his fountain, but Troll's caught in, and once again, he's kited out. Halberd is a great counter to Troll ult, as Ricky pointed out last week. Troll will drop a Dominator in the lane, but getting dominated in the end.
I think Rutgers knows they can't win, but they're like, we want to get 1 kill before this game's over. So let's see if they can do it.
And Lifestealer, they got
Goes down, they're doing it.
7-kill streak. How much damage do we have on Razor here? He manages to steal 112, chasing the support. The Sven in the back line. Dazzle's going to get caught out. Sven gets stunned in breath. Plasma Field will drop. Look at Razor doing some damage here. Kunkka's going to die as well.
They're all dead.
Alright, Rutgers, are they going to go for the push? Buybacks, 5 buybacks, 21k lead.
Almost 3,500 gold swing right there. But
Pugna did as much damage as Razor.
Yeah, this seems like
And
a
Warlock
too little,
too.
too late type of effort.
Exactly. Well,
You know, they
looks
don't
like
have anything that deep pushes waves either. You know, like they need Maelstrom on Troll Warlord and Dragon Knight if they want to even deep push these lanes.
yeah, and their itemization is already so difficult for Rutgers because they have to build tanky and they have to build damage, and now they have to build for mega creeps.
I don't see how Rutgers can come back from this. I appreciate their ability to stay in the game, right, mentally. But I wonder if it's more of a like detriment to them in the long run to stay in this game instead of just focusing on the next one.
Down.
Yeah.
They could be using this time to talk about how they want to go into the next game.
That's a good point, actually. That's very true. I mean, Troll is going the Maelstrom, right? As he needs to be. He did
Oh
pick up
no,
his
they
BKB.
definitely are going for the comeback. Okay, Rutgers, let's see what you can do.
I mean, UBC's in Roshan right now. They have Deso completed on Lifestealer.
Pugna Roche feels so good, even if it's not the most effective thing. But just to
It's
see
so
your
fun.
life drain go full duration, like you never get to see life drain go full duration.
Yeah. There's an AC also picked up on the Kunkka. So they are looking to just kill the base, right? That's what this giant minus armor build is for. Dahan might be... He has no TP. He needs to just cut his way out. Yeah, he's going to. Okay.
Alright. Lifestealer shows up mid. Kunkka finds someone bottom. Dragon Knight uses his blink. He's running in circles. He gets caught by the boat. He gets torrented into the air. Static Link coming out, but Decraft is going to slow Razor down. It gets wasted in the back line. Stormsoul doesn't get to cast his ult, which is on cooldown, because he gets killed by Sven in 3 auto attacks. Sven now setting his sights on the other support. However, Lifestealer, friendly fire, open wounds, just getting it was Rubik. Lifestealer shows him how it's done. Open wounds on the Rubik takes his life. BKB popped in Troll. He's trying to get aggressive, but UBC's just backing up as soon as this BKB ends. Probably Troll's life will too. Actually, a ton of damage comes up from okay, he's gone. Razor, wait, what? Didn't I have a teammate here surrounded by UBC players? It looks like he's gonna drop as well. We didn't even see it. I think Kunkka killed Social in like 1 hit maybe.
I saw a golem spawn and then it immediately died. It got hit by like 10 mega creeps and a Sven and just disappeared.
That sounds like Rutgers lineup in these last few moments.
Yeah. well, game one,
looks
UBC.
great, Ricky.
This is
looks great. This is like did we go back in time? Because this looks like a UBC that held the grand championship for multiple years.
Dude, they're hungry, man.
This looks like a school that wants to bring the crown back up to Canada, man. UBC is the championship school before RIT took it last year, and I think UBC is a little bit upset.
Yeah,
And they're taking it out on Rutgers.
They're not holding back, man. They
No.
handedly beat Rutgers there, a team that is very, very strong and kind of well respected in CSL, and UBC made it look easy. So
yes, they did.
I mean,
well, let's see what they do in game 2.
Yeah, so Rutgers has got their work cut out for them. So we'll be going into game number 2 in just a few minutes. Stand up, stretch your legs and stuff, but
don't go anywhere.
Yeah, you're not allowed to actually leave the room, so lock your doors. We'll see you in a few moments.
I already locked your doors, don't worry.
Oh.
Just some help.
Thanks, Carlo. Always appreciating the help. All right, we'll see y'all in just a little bit.
See you soon.
her makes loving you harder. Loving her makes loving you harder now. Baby, I thought you could give me wings. Baby, I thought falling felt like flying. 'Cause loving her makes loving you harder. 'Cause loving her makes loving you harder now. Loving her makes loving you harder. And far away, I'm loving you stronger now. Cause loving her makes loving you harder.
Hello, everyone. We're back. Game number 2 between Rutgers University, the bus drivers themselves, and UBC, University of British Columbia.
Rutgers hates Earth Spirit.
Yeah, they're not about it, and UBC hates Furion. So
Come on, guys.
who would have guessed?
That's a Storm Soldat hero. You think they're going to do the same 3 bans? I
I'd
think
expect them
UBC
to
might
get-
do the same 3.
I don't think there's any reason to not just ban the Nature's Prophet and Shen. They work. I mean,
10
I'm
seconds
assuming they've done research on Rutgers and know they like to pick him. Yeah. All right. Well, there it is.
Yep. And there's the Tusk again. I don't think that... Oh, I guess Rutgers is the second pick. I don't think they're going to go... Well, let's see what we get in the first phase.
Yeah. We'll
UBC's
see.
actually considering their third ban. Cheese? Do you think UBC can go for the cheese?
They banned the Doom as well. They did the same 3 bans. Rutgers going to go
Why
for the
not?
same 3 bans. I mean, there's no way
Like,
UBC gets away
that's-
with the same draft again. It's not happening.
Oh, yeah. Well, UBC has the first pick now,
So they banned the
too.
Life Stealer in the first round. I'm okay with
I was
that.
going to say, I would be surprised if UBC first picked it.
I mean, I feel like if you're Rutgers and you let them first pick the Life Stealer again, you just have to actually pick a legit counter to it.
Yeah.
Like, I think the Razor's too weak. You have to go the Ursa or the Juggernaut.
Yeah, I like it. I love Juggernaut, actually, just in general. I'd be happy to see one. So what do you think, center draft or cheese from either team? Game 2.
Well, there's your
CK.
Chaos Knight instead. UBC sticking
Love it.
to the strength melee boys.
All right, Ricky. Now, you are a resident CK expert. You've shared tons of knowledge about the hero and made me very interested in it, but I have a question for you.
Wow, thank you.
CK, would you agree that he's strong in lane?
Yes.
Or strong-ish? Okay, what about actually winning the game? Do you think he's good at actually winning games?
I think he can, yes. And the main reason being is because Chaos Knight creates a scenario where you can't go to his lane. If he has a good start, that is. So if Chaos
Right.
Knight does well in the early game, there's something Chaos Knight does better than a lot of other strength carriers, which is that he can just solo kill any hero that shows up in his lane.
5 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
So he creates a
Yeah, he's pretty
scenario
scary.
where you either have to gank him with multiple heroes, or you have to ignore him. And
Yeah.
neither of those scenarios are ideal, right? Because you have to commit a lot to kill the CK. And if you do finally kill him, you only killed like an off lane CK usually.
Yeah.
But if you don't kill him and you leave him alone, he becomes even more deadly in the mid and late game. So he's a good hero.
And he's comboed with a Dazzle that was played very well last game, and Dazzle loves playing with high physical damage heroes, such as CK.
Yeah, that's it's also really hard to get away from Poison Touch with the CK because he just reality rifts you.
Speaking of Reality Rift has some pretty good synergy with Shadow Wave, wouldn't you say?
10 seconds remaining.
I'm trying to think
After
why.
Phantasm.
I'm trying to think why that
When-
could possibly be the case, but I feel
when
like there's
level 1
something there.
Shadow Wave with level 1 Phantasm would do, what is it, 360 damage? Is that what the math checks out to?
I want to say, yeah, between 320 and 360.
I think it's
Something like
320, yeah. That's at 320.
Yeah, pretty good.
Oh, pretty
Pretty
good.
good level 1 spell.
Good.
Pretty good value
Now-
point, you know?
Yeah, seriously.
Dire
So Undying, we need a. Oh, how does CK illusions work? CK illusions are just treated like normal illusions when they're hitting the tombstone, right?
Correct. So they don't
Yeah, because
actually.
they do CK's damage, but they do it as.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna need a tombstone killer. Now Tiny hates Dazzle because Dazzle can essentially nullify Tiny's entire hero if he gets the grave off. However, Tiny loves killing Dazzle.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird matchup, right? Like Tiny loves those squishy supports because you can just immediately kill them.
Yeah.
But in the lane stage, Tiny kind of suffers a little bit, right? Because if he's the one getting poison touched,
10 seconds.
Dazzle will be able to just click him down constantly.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
5
Tiny will have to
seconds
go for the
remaining.
throw. Timbersaw again banned in the snapback. Hello.
Honestly, we're
Kunkka.
gonna see Kunkka and Sven probably, right? Like, is this exactly the
Okay.
same draft?
I love the Sven, but now I'm getting worried about Rutgers with the 3 melee heroes. Do you think they'll go for Caw? No, that's probably a support Tiny. Hey, or do you think it's a core Tiny? I guess we don't know yet.
Yeah, I don't think we know. I'd assume Rutgers would play it as a support. To me, that seems like a
10
Storm hero.
seconds remaining.
Yeah. No, I think Storm will go Undying.
Do you think so? Okay.
He loves it. And he plays 5 too on the team, I think, right?
Yeah, he does. You're right.
Yeah, I think he'll go Undying.
Undying's actually decent against CK, believe it or not.
Yeah. Well,
So-
strength heroes hate losing their strength. That's health and damage.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Coddle support, but I think it's gonna be Tiny support. I just want to see some range on Rutgers coming up. They have team fight. Tiny's gonna need to get a bit of farm for
I
his blink
expect UBC to
dagger.
go Jug. Oh, wow. they
There's
picked the
there's
Ursa.
that's a tombstone killer
Yeah.
right there.
So I was going to say, I'd expect them to go Jug because this is like a game where you can pick a reliable safe lane carry right now because there's not that many left in the pool. But
Mhm.
Ursa really good against Tiny, Undying, and Kunkka. So it's a great pick.
Yep. Yep. I actually love that.
10 seconds.
Rutgers
Um,
needs something to kite then. So what do you pick? Like there's
5 seconds.
a
don't
bunch of
wanna
like
see them
classical
go Razor
counters to
again.
Ursa.
Yeah. I don't want to see them go Razor again. Their supports kind of suck against Ursa actually, so that puts pressure on the core picks to make sure they can kite. Maybe this would be the game where we see Viper. He has the ability
so
to
good here. Oh my god! If Rutgers picks Viper, they actually just win.
go for Bat Rider actually. So Enrage breaks you from Lasso, doesn't it?
You can't cast Enrage while lassoed
Okay.
unless you have
Unless you have
Agnums, but
Yeah.
I think you can do it with Agnums.
Shallow Grave's pretty good against Bat Rider as well. I mean, I don't hate the pick, and it is the control we needed. It's gonna.
5 seconds.
It's pretty good at
We
dealing
need-
with Ursa in the lane because Ursa can't really get on the Bat Rider. Oh, well, they do go
Yeah,
Juggernaut
there's
anyway.
Juggernaut.
Wow. Okay.
Another hero that can kill Tombstone as well, even though if it is another triple melee.
Okay. So interesting. Though they're running Chaos Knight or Ursa in the mid lane against Kunkka,
I
which
think
would
it's
probably be
Chaos.
the Ursa, right?
I've seen Chaos Knight go mid, but I could see just for the sake of the matchup the Ursa as well.
Yeah.
10
I
seconds.
think Chaos
Well, so
Knight
maybe
might.
their other support will give it away.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's no way you're running an Ursa support or Chaos Knight support in this patch.
Oh yeah.
They're too good with items and farm.
Bat Rider's a hero that I guess he's always relevant, right? That's kind of his thing. He's always relevant because of
Yeah,
how
he's like
Flaming
the
Lasso
juggernaut
works.
of the support world, or like
Um,
the intelligence world.
but he is a bit of a finesse hero, and right now, just straight head to head with the 4 heroes revealed, again, I'm liking UBC's lineup. It looks like when it comes down to just running at the other team, like I give this to UBC handily. I guess we're still missing a core pick though from Rutgers. Taking
Yeah,
a little while with the
I'm
ban.
with you on that. I can get behind that.
Radiant team
OD ban.
OD. So it's saved, yeah. OD would be great. But
Well,
I
they're
think
assuming
that's,
this is like a support Ursa or Chaos Knight. Then
yeah.
I don't think it is.
Weird.
I can't imagine they would do that. It's definitely just going to be
Maybe-
jug safe lane, Ursa or Chaos Knight mid. Right? Am I crazy?
Maybe they pick the Ursa just so you can fight the Undying in lane as a support.
I mean, is that even worth
Oh.
it? Because then I feel like you just lose the lane to eventually to decay.
I have no clue. We'll see what they do. Going into the pick, they got 10 seconds before they drop reserve time, a minute and a half of reserve.
5 seconds.
Rutgers having
remaining.
last pick here is really nice. It will allow them to at least see what UBC is up to. And it honestly is a pretty big deal in this game because you'll finally know their lanes and Rutgers can draft around that because the lanes are going to be really important in this game.
Does Rutgers even have any flexibility though? Like,
Yeah, I think so.
okay, could do some fancy stuff. Would you ever run a? Oh, here we go. We're going to the pick.
Willow.
Dark
Okay.
Willow. So that's going to be the final support. So Dark Willow can get rid of Batrider's path, although Batrider's very easy time navigating Bramble Maze. It seems like it. What do you think about this pick? I'm not really seeing the synergy they're going for with it.
10
I mean, it's some
seconds
decent
remaining.
lockdown for Ursa. Put damage out with.
It seems like a all right. They're boating us.
You
Put
may now select your
you know
heroes.
terrorize them or something. I don't really know.
Yeah. Ooh, Batrider, very cool introduction. All right, and the Weaver pick. The Jahan Weaver. Jahan crushed on Troll. I think he's going to be more effective on Weaver than on Troll this game. The only thing Weaver's worried about here is Weaver looks really good with the Lincoln Sphere this game.
Yeah, I think Weaver's pretty good here.
Batrider isn't the greatest for Chaos Knight after Phantasm goes out, but he can mess up Jug and Ursa a bit. We'll see the damage output is still really high on UBC, just like last game. And UBC is going to be working with the Healing Ward too. I'm excited to see how that works. Healing Ward and Dazzle, they still have quite a bit of sustain. My biggest concern is we're going to see a repeat of last game, where RU or Rutgers has their initial burst, but it's not going to be enough. They do have a Tiny though. That's going to put a lot of damage out.
Yeah, it is. It is. This is gonna be a good. This will be a good series. I think Rutgers can pull it out. Man, I just like the three cores of UBC so much.
Yeah, and the set on Chaos Knight. Am I right?
Yeah, we saw that set last week, didn't we?
Yeah, it's a great one. It's a gorgeous set. Okay, well, game 2, UBC. We better do the introductions quick, Ricky, or else UBC is not going to wait for us.
Yeah, they jumped the gun last time, so let's go ahead. We're gonna start with the side of UBC themselves, Juggernaut, being played by Up. Had a great game number 1. Dazzle gonna be played by Young Brats again. We've got Hook Rhino, also known as Hookerino, playing the Ursa. We've got Sage Dragon playing the Chaos Knight. The ceremonial drums are just going for it.
I love it, dude.
And Mr. V Dota 2 playing the Willow. Introduce Rutgers. You got 5 seconds. Go.
The Diego himself, Stormsat, will be playing Undying. Tiny is going to be played by Law. Laycraft will be playing Conka. Johan will be playing Weaver. And Lefty will be playing Batrider.
Wow. So good, guys.
And that's Rutgers. Here we go. Juggernaut and Undying. Dark Willow has been scouted. Tiny's coming in. Is he going to go for the throwback? No, Juggernaut scouts him.
30 seconds to go.
Tiny really wants to go for the throwback. It's kind of obvious. Pings are coming out. Top side, there are no Rutgers heroes trying to copy what they saw from UBC. So that gets spotted. They know there's a Juggernaut, a Tiny, and a Undying. I don't think we're going to see any commitment from UBC bottom. Also, UBC is using the Faithless Rex courier, Ricky.
Are they
best
really?
game, yeah.
Nice.
The battle
Honestly, one of the best couriers ever
Calgary
added.
would be happy.
Right? Well, speaking for my city, Calgary is happy. Any fancy stuff going on with the lanes, or does this look pretty normal to you?
They're gonna put the Batrider top against Chaos Knight Dazzle. I think you have to. Wait, what? No, Batrider's going mid against Ursa. And
Okay.
they're sending Lagcraft top on the Kunkka.
Okay. Kunkka's gonna have a bit of a rough time versus Dazzle CK, I think, and there's a tri-lane coming out from Rutgers bottom. A Weaver
Yeah.
tri-lane with two beefy boys.
This try is really good for Rutgers, I think.
This is I think this is a pushing, right? Like they don't really have it. They have no lockdown. Tosses are only lockdown, so I think.
And look it up right now. Just walking his way all the way top because he doesn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna go mid actually, and Ursa gonna head bottom.
Yeah.
Which I don't even think Ursa going bottom is good.
And
Are we just
cancel
dual laning
TP.
mid lane? What is going on here?
Young Brats' TP was cancelled bottom, I think, and now there's a slow TP bottom from CK. Poison Touch, doing what Poison Touch does to Storm Sold at. Okay,
Ursa
CK
heads
versus
top.
yeah. I think
Storm Soldat is now
oh.
top.
Oh my god, Tiny is just getting destroyed by Chaos Strike.
Oh yeah, you can't get hit by that. You have no armor.
He has, yeah, 0 armor Tiny, man. Poor guy. Jeez, and Ursa, god, dealing with Tidebringer, Harass, and Decay. That's very difficult.
Look at the amount of creeps Lefty has under his tower in the mid lane.
Yeah, sitting around, got the sticky napalm on him. Better not miss the CS. Oh no, he missed one. It looks like he's gonna miss another one potentially. Missed another one. Oh, he's going for the Juggernaut though with 1 stack. Juggernaut TP's out. Kunkka TP's in. Okay, they immediately take that and go for the lane swap.
Wow, that's actually so smart by Rutgers. This is the most lane swaps we've seen in CSL so far, and
I believe
honestly, it's favoring Rutgers, I think.
Well, bottom lane, are we gonna see some action? Some Rutgers heroes here to mess up the pull. Johan's gonna steal it.
I mean, having Storm Soldat top with Lefty on the Batrider is pretty huge. They have a lot of kill potential between these two heroes.
Yeah.
Storm
And
Soldat-
actually, speaking of kill potential, there's the overpower, putting 2 stacks up each on the heroes on Rutgers. Was it salve this dude? Yes, so that uses salve. And Tiny's taking a lot of harass bottom. I'm surprised we haven't seen first blood yet, though. Here we go. Batrider's committing for a kill on Dazzle. Dazzle does not have a shallow grave, but Batrider will get chased away by Juggernaut using the spin on him. Lefty might drop here. Lefty's getting low. Juggernaut's quicker than he is. That's first blood.
First blood.
Bottom lane, we're going to see Tiny go down right in a second here. Yep, CK secures that kill.
So UBC finds 2 kills right around the map, and they're gonna TP the Ursa back to the mid lane, try and get themselves the lane advantage, but so does Batrider. Batrider comes mid immediately. They know that they have to lane this a specific way, right? That rotation from Juggernaut really nice because it does set up that kill. But Rutgers doesn't have a choice. They have to lane this a specific way.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I really like what Rutgers is doing. Actually, is Undying gonna die? Oh no. He's getting harassed hard.
Yeah, he wants to go deny himself to a tower, I'm pretty sure, but he can't right now.
I don't think he can get there. Yeah, Dazzle's almost waiting for it. Gets a side pull. And here's Tiny messing with the creep wave. We saw this last week. Mr. V Dota gonna go mess with him. Slow him down. CK has no problem just killing creeps under tower. I guess with Johan hitting him as well, but it's not the worst position to be in. He's tanky and he has lifesteal. He can almost guarantee every last hit against the
Even
tower.
after all these rotations, Ursa is doing decent on CS. He's 18-3. The Batrider 8-2, and he's just gonna follow the Ursa to the top lane.
Yeah.
And this is gonna leave Juggernaut with an absolutely free lane in mid unless they respawn.
Yeah. Okay.
At what point do these rotations, these lane swaps, become a waste of time?
I think we're gonna see the small inefficiencies with spending time outside of lane add up.
Okay,
Like, for
nice.
example,
He picked up Flame Break. I was wondering if he was going to pick up a Flame Break. I don't like the 2 points in Sticky Napalm anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I
Not
think...
worth it?
Yeah, I think Firefly is what you used to max Sticky Napalm for, but now Firefly does enough damage on its own, you don't actually need to do it.
You get some bonus damage then from Flame Break. Well, Flame Break gets used mid after Juggernaut Coiling or Blade Furies. Now, Batrider can just abuse high ground and low ground with get away from Juggernaut mid lane.
Lagcraft in a little bit of trouble here.
Can
fog
chase.
him?
Dazzle,
Yeah, we'll
Dazzle
fog him, he's
loves
fine.
this. Ooh.
Storm slid out top lane, getting chased down by Hook Rhino.
He's gonna go for it. Hookerino gets the kill. Tossed up in the air.
I, mean,
I
you can't
think
even go
Ursa
for
could
this.
just
Yeah, I was like, you
fight,
can't go
yeah.
for this on Tiny. You have to back.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes Batrider back to the top lane.
Chasing. Chasing with his creep wave. Give him a smack. Uh-oh. Sticky napalm. There's a
has
slow on
Avalanche.
Tiny. Overpower. Flame break coming out.
Misses.
Avalanche misses. Undying's teleporting in, but there's no lockdown for this. Now we're going to see Batrider just stand on top of Ursa. I think Flame Break ends soon. Yes, it does. It's getting some damage, keeping the charges on him, going for the auto attacks. There's no spell from Dazzle, and Undying actually does
Storm
get the
says,
last hit.
gimme. Steals the
Gimme,
kill
gimme.
from downtown.
Ooh, a missed Ramble Maid's bottom, too. Weaver makes it away. Johan picking right.
And look who's back top, Juggernaut, which means Ursa will TP mid as soon as he's alive. They're already predicting this on Rutgers, and they're rotating mid on the.
Oh my
Batrider
god,
already.
this is a clown show.
This is ridiculous, man.
Ursa, hello.
He's like, hey dude, how you doing? We saw your friend.
I mean, Rutgers is looking good with these maneuvers.
I mean,
Flame
he's just
Break
going
used
right on
mid,
Ursa
but
again.
Ursa might kill him here. Now, can Batrider get on top of him? Doesn't
No,
look
not
like he
anymore. He let himself get too many stacks. Top lane though, Avatos. Oh, Juggernaut pops the Omni Slash.
Okay. Tiny low Omni Slash used. Avalanche gonna come out, but not gonna do anything. We might see Tiny die. Seems someone's gonna be the next target. Healing ward up. There's actually a death on lefty mid lane against the Ursa, getting too aggressive. Spin from Juggernaut's gonna secure the kill on Tiny. Kunkka will take a little bit of damage, and now we see UBC is taking over top lane and apparently mid lane as a solo kill on Ursa, killing the counter.
I'm assuming Ursa like hit his enrage, like level 6, like right as he was baiting the Batrider. Maybe that's the only thing that makes sense.
Oh no, isn't his enrage isn't even on cooldown. I think Ursa Batrider just got too aggressive. Because
You're right.
he might have Ursa might have even baited the Batrider in with all the stacks on him. Well, now might see some action top. Juggernaut cuts a tree, going for the spin. They want to go on Kunkka, who's about to get hit by the Cursed Crown. Torrent will miss. Great play by Kunkka though, throwing the Torrent out. And X
have
gonna come
X?
out, catching
Oh
Juggernaut.
my gosh.
Oh no. Waiting to see what's gonna happen. Oh, the spin's gonna keep him there though. Ursa's used Enrage mid. They want to go and kill the Batrider. It looks like Ursa's going to drop it, but Juggernaut will clean up the Batrider. Now Juggernaut wants to go in the Tiny. Tiny has the toss. He'll use it right here likely. No. Juggernaut will go back and farm. Okay. So Ursa died first.
It's surprising Lagcraft didn't just immediately use the X, right? To cancel the TP instead of waiting for the TP to go off.
Exactly. Yeah. Just don't even let him don't even do a pullback. Just break the cast.
Top lane,
CK's
Sage
having
Dragon
a
is
great
so
game.
happy, dude. I think how we both said the same thing, basically.
Yeah, and he's going for his Midas cooldown in a second too. Like he's going quick.
I mean, he's
No
43 and
boost.
13.
He gets his second Midas cast at the same time he runs out of tangos, but Tiny's here. There's some damage that can come out.
And
Laycraft,
Tiny
this is about
too.
this is the most fragile CK is going to be all game, with the shield being his only tanking item here. He's going to go for the power treads. Likely an armlet after that. Tiny's right on top of him. There's the toss onto the Batrider. Batrider has lasso. They're going to get him underneath the avalanche. He's going to keep the flame brink on him. Dazzle comes in. There's a healing wave, but there's no shallow grave.
Yeah, the flame
Batrider's
break
gonna
put him out of
pursue.
range. They're going to be able to dive young guys here.
Lasso. Flame break ends. There's a toss up into the air. A decay coming out. 4 heroes here from Rutgers. They're going to drop the Dazzle as soon as the shallow grave ends. In the meantime, top tower drops to Ursa.
And they get the kill to Lefty too, which is nice. He's a little bit behind. I've been taking a look at net worth, like the 3 cores of UBC all on top, and that's really surprising, right? They had to rotate a lot, but their rotations just paid off because it forced Rutgers to have to respond. And it was like kind of vice versa. Like Rutgers did predict it, but it's just the cores of UBC just managed to find a lot more in this lane phase.
Well, I'm still just impressed by the Ursa kill mid, because you know that's got to be tilting as well as beneficial for Ursa.
I mean, we just look at the levels of the heroes, right? 8 on Jug, 7 Ursa, 7 Chaos Knight, and then you see Rutgers. On the, like it's they've got a pretty huge advantage so far this early into the game.
No real items either, or a javelin on Weaver, but
Going
we
for
got
Maelstrom. I like it.
The Might is definitely the biggest pickup right now by CK. He's already cast 3 times. He's looking
Kunkka is
great.
building a Midas of his own. He's not even close. Still 1,000 gold
wow.
away.
Yeah, Kunkka does have a bit more farming ability than CK does, though. So it's like very actually impressive how fast CK got it, but no one could. You highlighted it exactly. No one could just go to lane against CK. And they had to commit 3 heroes to get him when they finally kicked him out of his lane.
I mean, that's what ends up happening, right? You have
Dire's middle
this
tower
hero
is under attack.
that creates a scenario where you can't go to his lane unless you commit a lot, and if you don't go to his lane, he just free farms. So it just worked out really well for the UBC. Up playing a little too aggressive
Fox
here.
can come out, but there's a Bramble Maze. Tiny gets hit by it. Curse Crown. Avalanche will do a little bit of damage to Dark Willow, but Tiny's gonna have to retreat with the crown on his head. Salve up. And
Weaver
no
is just
action.
trading CS bottom at this point, which isn't bad for the Weaver. Weaver can do a lot with a significant amount of farm. The most notable being that you can get onto the back line and kill these 2 supports because both of them pretty immobile. Willow does have the Shadow Realm and Dazzle does have Shallow Grave, but if he's graving himself, and if Willow uses Shadow Realm offensively, Jahan can pick these 2 heroes off very fast.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go on.
Tombstone's dropped. Versus being chased. Now I think Tiny can toss the zombies, which is frustrating.
Yeah, they just couldn't get onto him. X level 1, not low enough cooldown.
What do you think about Maelstrom on Weaver, first item?
I like it. He needs to farm. He's not going to do a lot of physical damage to like Chaos Knight and Ursa and Jug. Like both of them have a lot of damage reduction. So, or at least physical damage reduction. They're all high armor heroes.
Yeah.
So Maelstrom's really good. It cleans up Chaos Knight illusions always. It's a good farming item as well.
Yeah, definitely helps with the illusions.
Yeah.
What do you think about Diffusal instead?
Diffusal could be good. I don't know if he gets it first item.
Would not help with the CK, but it would help with the Ursa and the Juggernaut.
It Juggernaut can always just like use Blade Fury, but my worry is if you do that, you don't farm fast enough, and I think they need farming items on the side of Rutgers if they want to take this, because they're going to be having a rough time. UBC up actually just, was it Omni Slash I'm assuming? Yeah, just I was like that guy was at full health like 2 seconds ago.
Down the zombie. Now an Invis Dark Willow bottom lane.
I don't think they
She
can
has
kill
Curse
him.
Crown, misses the Bramble Maze, Dust comes out,
It doesn't
Curse Crown
matter, you're not getting him
teleport
yet.
in from Tiny, now a level 5 Dazzle is here as well.
Tiny just cancels his TP, says, whatever, you're not killing that guy.
Not worth it. Ursa's going for a Midas as well. Kunkka's picked his up.
Really? Wow.
Juggernaut looks like he wants to go Maelstrom.
Yeah, I did see that. Does he have a Yasha? No, he just has Drums Maelstrom, so it's similar to the Yasha Maelstrom idea.
And Rutgers mobilizing bottom. Juggernaut's going to push out top in the meantime.
Midas and Maelstrom completed literally at the exact same time. So we'll see. I mean they smoked. This can be like a pretty good kill here if they
Yeah, Tiny can toss Batrider in.
Yeah. There is a Terrorize and the Shallow Grave though, so that's the thing you kind of have to play around. If you commit like 4 heroes for this kill and you just get 4-man Terrorized, really bad. They pop a deep ward, they see the Chaos Knight.
Yeah, Storm Soul that's first in line. There's no catch from both the heroes that are on Chaos Knight. Dark Willow with the Terrorize. High Ground Grave. Terrorize hits on Weaver. Now Dark Willow might die because she's going for this Tombstone. In fact, the Avalanche will hit her and get her locked down by everyone. She's going to go to the Shadow Realm. Actually, use the Shrine. Might be futile, though. Goes for the TP out. No, and Lasso actually expanded. Now Weaver's going to teleport top on top of the Juggernaut and the Ursa pushing the tower. Weaver's going to follow the Juggernaut. Batrider's here, but he used the Lasso. Oh, and you can't break the Ursa.
Yeah, using that lasso bottom is really unfortunate. Just miscommunication from them. Yikes.
Yeah, that would have been a great kill. However, speaking of kills, much more even than the last game.
Yeah, I mean, they found the kill on both the supports at least, right? They killed Dazzle and Willow. But Chaos Knight, Jug, still just farming.
Yep, Chaos Knight's going for the armlet. So he's going to want to fight when he gets that.
Yeah, this is what you see a lot. You just get this Midas armlet, and then after that you can start building pretty much whatever items you want, or whatever items your team needs.
Yeah. Is it BKB? No, it not, probably isn't even BKB for Chaos Knight after that. Does he just go straight heart?
Heart seems pretty greedy. I would imagine. I don't know, man. Like you could actually. I think you could.
It just means Tiny's never gonna do anything. It gives him some talent to.
He never dies to Weaver either. Yeah, I think actually Heart is really good. Now that I think about it.
Torrent comes out. Bramble Maze, defensive. Phantasm user. Looks like we're gonna see a commitment from UBC for the mid tower. Ursa's here on the sideline. Here comes a boat actually for the illusions. Kills one.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Tower's gonna fall.
Go for it, yeah, to
Dire's
use. So
middle tower
Ursa's gonna teleport top for a defend, but the Phantasm illusions are gonna back out. And Juggernaut split pushing Rutgers is not responding to Juggernaut split pushing, and he's getting a lot more than I think he should be. Top tier 2 tower is at below half health, and Juggernaut might be even able to get a tier 1 here. Rutgers is actually now committing 4 heroes to Juggernaut, who's just gonna back out.
Juggernaut finishes Maelstrom. I mean, so he is gonna go for the diffuse on Weaver. I like I said, I like the item. I think he just needed the Maelstrom first, but diffusal could be pretty good this game.
And Juggernaut TP in Blade Fury as Batrider look for him on the side. Batrider has his Blink Dagger now.
That's pretty big.
Gosh.
CK. Oh my god. Oh, he sees Law and he's just gonna stun him up. Doesn't let him get the TP off. I don't think Law dies here, does he? Actually, Ursa's
He can toss
coming.
away.
No, Ursa's not there in time. Ursa has a Blink Dagger in just a few moments as well.
Very soon, yeah.
Radiant's middle tower.
Everyone with the Midas. Kunkka following suit. Midas armlet, just like CK. So Kunkka and CK both want to start fighting now. We have Blink Daggers on Ursa, Blink Daggers on Batrider. They want to start fighting now. Weaver, he has finished just a Maelstrom, so he probably wants to split push. He's going to Fusel next, actually. Okay, we're both right. We'll take it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I like the item against the lineup. I just think he needed the.
We're gonna
Maelstrom
fight.
first. Looks really good.
Torrent will miss. Bramble Maze will slow Kunkka. Undying ult. There's the lasso on the Dazzle. They want to kill him first if they want to take this fight. No Phantasm for CK, who's going on the Undying. And Omni Slash on the Batrider is going to drop him low. Ursa supports in and finishes the Batrider. It's trying to save him. Tiny tosses Ursa up, but he dies for it too. UBC looks to be rolling over Rutgers University here. In the Shadow Realm, we might see Dark Willow make it out.
Direct both though. They're still in.
Go. Stage Dragon gonna get boated on and spun upon.
Up's in a lot of trouble here too. Like the Weaver's damage is significant.
Storm sold out on the bottom beside Ursa and Dark Will. They're gonna go for him. Juggernaut's running in. Juggernaut takes a kill and hides in the trees. He's gonna fall to Weaver. Now Kunkka armlet toggling actually ends up dying, but a triple kill for Johan. Looking great.
This Maelstrom owns. Did so much damage in that fight.
He got some good procs, and he has the mana break now. Tiny looking for Dark Willow, hits the avalanche. He's not going to get the toss, though. I think Dark Willow is safe. Tiny's spamming the button.
He's like, why can't I toss you?
Right? I don't think there's any play he could have made. He would have need Vision of Roshan.
Yeah.
Well, both teams looking strong. CK not unkillable just yet. Going for BKB, actually. So it's not going to save him from Lasso. It's really only going to save him from Kunkka.
Yeah, I mean the X-Boat's pretty big for him. The other thing that to notice, like this game compared to last, there's less than 1,000 gold lead for UBC. Like this game's very even compared to what we saw last game. Whereas at this point there was already an 8,000 gold lead or more for UBC.
Yeah. Yeah, UBC is really, or Rutgers is bringing it back. Much better performance from this game. I think they have more tools to work with here.
Lefty popped the Firefly, and Willow immediately backs because they have that nice high ground ward there.
Don't want to deal with that.
And they scout the ward place there as well by Undying, and it's under a sentry, so...
UBC kind of grouping up now, playing together.
That
I
triple
love how
kill,
Up is
look
always
at
like he's
Weaver
just
on
the
Networth.
designated. He's killing it.
Networth. Got his diffusal. That's scary, dude. Once he gets the mana break talent too, which he does have. Oh my god.
He's scary. He's very, very scary.
Yeah, this Weaver is gonna own now.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Dragonlance next. So he still is fragile.
Yes.
He's a glass cannon right now.
Yes. He's still hard to kill, though, in the fact that he has so many other heroes on his team to tank damage for him. The Ursa and not the Ursa, the Tiny Undying and Kunkka. So it's less likely that he's going to be the focus of the attention. He can kind of get in and out of these fights pretty easily because there's not like an immediate stun.
Yeah.
Except for Roshan.
Whoops.
Like Chaos Bolt is you can dodge. Cursed Crown, he can remove with time lapse. And everything else is like pretty easy for him to get out of. So I really like this last pick Weaver. It's paying off
like it as well.
a lot for them.
It looks like it's much more of a Johan hero than Troll was. I think Troll was just a difficult game last time.
Yeah. Well, Tiny has his Blink Dagger.
And look where Juggernaut's farming top. Like he's plays the split push role so well.
Yeah, I mean he's so safe. He can spin TP out of anything. So
yeah.
That's like a feels good when you're playing Jug. You just don't have to worry about dying if you have
Has
spin
to be
up.
lasso. Right, looks like we might be seeing push from UBC bottom. 4 heroes, Ursa pushing the wave out. CK's getting antsy, playing behind him, wants to be farming or killing. And pink player, which is Storm sold out on the side.
Oh, they wanted to fight this. Oh, actually, it's
X on Ursa. This looks great for Rutgers. The Torrent comes out. Terrorize is going to slow the Batrider, but Lasso's already been used. Ursa's popped in range. CK goes in, and they drop Johan. That's the big damage dealer for Rutgers. Looking fantastic for UBC. UBC will drop the tower about as quick as they drop the Weaver. And Storm Soldat gets Reality Rifted in and crushed. No, he's barely going to make it away with the Avalanche. A Flame Break and a Kunkka is going to put a lot of damage out onto UBC, but Juggernaut coming in from... Juggernaut just comes right back in with the spin, and now Rutgers is crumbling. Like Tiny, Kunkka, Undying on the back line, he's going to get cut right up too. And last but not least, at Ryder. Valiant effort for Rutgers, but just like last game when the dust settles, oh my god, does UBC look good in these team fights.
So, Weaver TP'd in onto a Bramble Maze and died in the Bramble Maze because he can't time lapse it.
Nope.
I mean, that is like the only thing you have to worry about. Everything else he can dodge. You can't dodge Bramble Maze. So he just died immediately. There was no saving him at that point.
Nothing he could do.
So Mantis might be a Manta or a BKB. Oh, he's going for Manta. He literally just queues it up. I was like, if he gets a Manta, he's fine. I don't think he needs to go BKB this game. So
First is going for Roshan. Got his Basher. Undying drops the Tombstone. Ursa runs away.
Do they even have vision? They didn't. He just guessed. Or did they scan it? They scanned it. Okay.
Yeah, good play by Undying. Roshan just killing zombies, getting his CS up.
Juggernaut actually almost completing his Manta already too. These cores are getting really farmed very fast for the side of UBC.
Yeah, Juggernaut top net worth. Every fight we have a new kill leader, and they're the top of net worth.
Ursa actually has Basher now. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so good.
Weaver's going on him top though. There's
He's
Diffusal
crushing
Blade.
him.
Johan, lots of damage, lots of utility. Got to get rid of the bugs so you can't be chased. Here comes Ursa. He's got an enrage if he wants to use it. He might go for the blink out. He enrages on top. He gets the bash. Shallow Grave is going to keep him alive. And now there's a lasso on Ursa holding him down. The Shallow Grave is not going to last for long. CK gets tossed in, finishing Ursa and putting him in a bad position. CK jumps on the Cursed Crown on Tiny. They're going to kill Tiny in the stun. Storm Soldat is in deep, but he might be too deep. Looks like he might drop. CK reveals his BKB and he crushes the support. But CK is dropping low from the high amount of damage coming up from Johan. Johan unable to chase under tower. It looks like we might see the end of this fight. 2 for 1, but I think that might have been in favor of Rutgers. Let's check the recap.
Yeah, gold goes their way. They didn't lose a core at all, and they got the 10-second BKB from Chaos Knight, which ultimately is very important.
Oh yeah, you'll take it. BKB charge for supports, and you get a kill core. And Johan lives. Johan actually going for the BKB, not the Manta. About to hit 20. Does he go? He probably goes swarm attacks to kill, right? To get rid of 2 more charges of overpower.
Yeah, I think you almost always go swarm attacks because it's the armor reduction's kind of nice, but ultimately I think the swarm attacks to kill just makes it better.
Well, because it's giving you vision longer as well.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the better part of the ability too that you have to think about. They have Lasso at bottom, and they're looking to make a play onto this Ursa. He sees him. Gets the lasso.
Okay. Ursa getting chased. There's the Torrent, gonna hold him down for the boat. He's overpowered. He's gonna beat down. He has Enrage. He's gonna use it on Kunkka. He wants to blow him up, but Yules comes out. Now CK is here as well. They're gonna reality rip the Kunkka in. The Kunkka's terrified of the UBC mobility coming out. BKB on CK. Omni Slash will drop Kunkka, and now UBC is looking for more. Pushing out the bottom lane, but there's no one on Rutgers to find, so they're just gonna be killing creeps. Not even a T2 standing though. I think this push is turned into a jungle attack.
Really good patience there from Ursa to not just immediately pop and rage. He put a lot of faith in his team there to keep him alive. And I think a lot of players would have immediately just popped the ult to try and stay alive and maybe not the third turn while it just drops in the lane.
Drops Ursa, there we go. Speaking of his patience, he's a hunter. Enraged off cooldown now, and his team pushing bottom. Reality Rift, let's just kill a creep.
Something to point out, Kunkka has a Midas, or not Midas, has a Radiance, which is pretty big.
Okay, so we're gonna see a defense here. Johan on the CK putting a ton of damage out. Weaver bugs are there. Backing up. Reality Rift puts CK back in, then a Flame Break puts CK back in, out of position. Juggernaut's trying to zone with the sun, but CK is gonna die as soon as the Shallow Grey. Then a Curse Crown on Batrider's gonna hit 2, slowing Johan down, but they're gonna take CK. A great Yules in. No, never mind. X is gonna save for the Yules misplay. Dazzle dies. No Grave up. They're looking for more. Dark Willow's gonna make it out. A great defense from Rutgers. Potentially a misplay from CK. Reality Rifting back in, putting himself out of position.
I mean, CK without mana is actually not that scary, right? Because you can't stun, you can't Reality Rift, and that's a huge part of your damage.
And his mana pool's tiny. Weaver burns him very quick.
He burns, what, is it 70? Yeah, 70 mana per attack on Jahan.
Yeah. So, yeah, he gets to cast his spells once, pretty much.
Yeah.
He's not going to have mana for a second round of attacks. That's a great counter to him.
So he got the 2 swarm attacks, by the way. You were right.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you can ever do swarm armor reduction unless you're playing like a PvE custom game.
What do you think Ursa picks up for his level 20? He's almost got it. You think he goes the Enrage duration or the Fury Swipes damage?
Ooh.
Structures are fortified.
That's tough.
I think this game... Oh, they have vision here.
Oh, well. Ursa's gonna blink in on the Batrider. He lasso is used. Now Dazzle's caught out, sun up and dropped. Ursa's baited out the lasso, surrounded by the enemy team, but CK's here to back him up. Tiny's gonna drop to the Phantasm. Ursa will take care of the Tombstone. Tiny goes down. Juggernaut drops the Omni Slash, but Yules on Batrider's gonna keep him alive a bit longer. Terrify on Kunkka, so he can't counter initiate after the sun wears out. Reality Rift on the back line is gonna drop Storm Soldat. Ursa and Juggernaut are hunting. Storm Soldat is getting stun up and beat down, but now Johan has found his target. Chaos Sight Kunkka, unable to armor toggle through the blade spin, drops. Ursa saves his boy from the Weaver. Getting on top of the shrine, we're gonna see UBC start healing up.
Wow, these fights are insane.
Johan just a little bit late.
Yeah.
CK had already done the damage by the time he burned all his mana.
So he went for the Enrage duration in the middle of that fight, picked it up.
I think that's a much safer bet. Like, you can pretty much guarantee... Well, because Enrage duration is also increasing his damage.
Yeah, 5.5 seconds of not taking damage, essentially. And in this game...
the modifier.
Yeah, it's a big deal. If he gets that off right before he gets lassoed, he just takes no damage. And comes out and he still has the ability to take a little bit more.
Yeah, it's increasing his survivability and his damage output, whereas the other one... Are we going to see an Aegis Snatch?
Oh my god, he didn't flame break.
Uh-oh.
Got it.
Now tossed into CK, but every time Tiny gets in the fight, he seems to die, and both his spells on cooldown. He's going to get chased down and beat down. CK Reality Rift, finish him off. UBC looking great right now.
Yep. Yes, they are. What's coming out on the courier for Weaver? Gets his BKB, actually. I like it. I mean, he definitely needs it this game, but I don't know. This is hard, man. Like, they're behind now 5,000 gold, and it's pretty much all on the offlaners. But
we're buying some time.
See if they can defend their high ground here.
They didn't finish the T3 bottom, going for the T3 mid from UBC. Fortifications out, Tiny and 10.
Ursa just blinks on the lag crowd.
Alright, they're going very deep here from UBC. All cores on top of the Kunkka. They want to drop him, but Kunkka's going to get the boat. This is going to hit on everyone. BKB is used to avoid it. Storm Soldat goes in. Lasso on Batrider. Buyback on Kunkka. This is good for Rutgers. We're going to see Undying die, but UBC is committing a lot. There's the Enrage from Ursa as well. CK on the top side. He gets X'd up. He's going to die. A Courier's coming in as well. Juggernaut managed to kill the Batrider. It goes to the TV, but he drops. Overextension from UBC. Rutgers only had to use buyback on Kunkka. Trade away their Undying and Batrider. Overall, though, let's check the graphs. Really not that big gold swing.
Not that much of a gold swing, about 700 gold, but they didn't kill the Aegis Ursa.
And they didn't, but Rutgers also didn't lose their tower.
Yeah.
Kind of for how intense that fight was, it was really like not a lot in the outcome.
Yeah, it looked
just a
like
brawl
it
for
was
the sake
going
of a
really
brawl.
bad for Rutgers right away because they lost Lagcraft and Storm Soldat very quickly. But the remaining heroes do a lot of damage, you know? This Kunkka, the buyback on the Kunkka, like, really set it up.
Yeah. Yeah, and because BKB was expended while CK was still at T4s, he had to pretty much use the duration to run out or die. He ended up dying.
Yeah, if Jahan doesn't actually get jumped on, he crushes in these fights. Like, he does so much damage. He got his level 25, actually, because he has the 35% XP gain. So, he goes for the Sakuchi damage instead of the Geminate attack.
A movement speed, rather.
Interesting. I mean, I think most times the Sakuchi's movement speed is better, but in a game like this where he needs to be doing so much damage, do you think the extra Geminate attack might have been worth it?
I think this is... Oh, actually, we're going to see a fight out here. Tossing CK onto Dark Willow. A stun from CK. A BKB used on Johan. Johan is going to do a lot of damage here. This is the fight he's looking for. Ursa immediately gets lassoed. Shalgrave is going to keep him alive, but as soon as that ends, he's going to die. Speaking of dying, Tiny's dropped by CK, and Dazzle is dropped by Johan. Johan is doing what he does best, repositioning the fight, getting his damage out. He throws the bugs back. Who does it hit? It hits Dark Willow. He's going to kill Dark Willow before the crown comes off. He's going to go ahead and eat the crown, but hide on the back line. Ursa has... with barely any health, manages to drop Storm Soldat, but he looks like Ursa might die for this. Johan playing cheeky. No, he's just gonna run away.
It is so hard to put a camera on a Weaver running at 800 MS.
Yep.
Okay, so Sakuchi damage proving just on that fight that it's just so good of a talent. You can't catch him. You're like,
I think it's like the Ursa, where it's gonna help his damage and his survivability because of his positioning.
Like, someone, like, you call Raid, and Raid's like, nah, man, we can't even kill that bug.
Yep. I like it. They need some traps for this little pesky insect.
They dropped, like, 4 sentries in that fight, which is the best part.
Butterfly on Weaver? That seems insane to me.
I mean, no one on UBC wants to build an MKB, right?
Yeah, but I feel like Weaver wouldn't mind really building an MKB.
Yeah.
Because I guess, yeah. When he is taking damage, it's gonna help. But Weaver's just never really in positions where he's fighting people.
Yeah, it is a decent amount of damage. It really is. Like, he still gets a lot of damage out of it.
Yeah, from the attack speed as well. Maybe he goes Butterfly into Mjolnir. Oh, Curse Crown into Yules. Weaver's just gonna time lapse though. Gets used. Ursa goes in. We're actually gonna see Dark Willow get dropped. The Kunkka boat comes out. It's gonna hit on Kunkka or Ursa slow him down. Dazzle's caught up in his Yules. He's going to die on the back line. Ursa Aegis is expended. Dazzle's dead. Dark Willow's dead. Ursa's going to respawn. Looking good for Rutgers. Fighting on top of the tower. An Omni Slash is going to come out. Not get much done. Another hero falls. Ursa for 90 seconds. No buyback. On the run.
They didn't get bugs. Never mind. And he has the 50 move speed talent.
I love that talent.
That talent's so good. People flamed it, man. It's really good.
It doesn't seem... Because it seems stupid. Because you think like...
I mean, Juggernaut dies right there if he doesn't have it. 100%.
Exactly. I think that's why it's good. It's because it's good for the mobility. You're not using it to stay on top of someone. Juggernaut can always stay on top of someone with Fate Fury. You're using it to just fly around and like do stupid stuff like this.
Yeah.
But now he doesn't have his spin. There's going to be an X out onto Chaos Snipe, followed up by a Torrent. The bugs are on him. Fortification from UBC.
They can take this really fast, but the question is, do they? Yeah, they're just going to back. They don't want to fight even into the 4 units. They got a lot out of it. Like, they just got so much gold. Like, they were down gold, now they're up 2,000. Like, about 6,000 gold swung in the last like 3 or 4 minutes. And that opens up shrines.
Okay. Kunkka or Juggernaut and CK farming together. There's a lasso on CK. And pull him up on the high ground with the Grave. This looks good. A Terrify is going to only pull away on Dying. A Boat's going to hit on CK on the high ground. He uses BKB. He drops to the low ground, sitting there. Ooh, BKB doesn't last long enough because he's used it a lot. Yules is going to keep him there. Torrent, knock him up, beat him down. Johan with the last hit. Best possible outcome. Tiny goes in. Tiny tries to get the toss, but Juggernaut's spinning. 50 movement speed, 50 spell casting haste, getting it off in time. Tiny just sitting in the middle of the Bramble Maze.
Stormsloud's gonna get those D-words, that's great.
I like it. He's getting his quest done.
Oh, that was pretty funny. Willow sniped their ward with a curse, or the
Does it do
Shadow
damage? Does it do damage to the ward?
Yeah, I mean it's just one attack still. Oh boy. Okay.
Because I know what. Because I know Dark Willow can't deny runes with Shadow Realm, which I think is ridiculous.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I've tried it a ton of times. I was like, oh, sick play I'm gonna make here, and you just can't attack the rune with Shadow Realm.
That's weird. I did not know that.
Yep.
I play a lot of that hero actually, but I've never known that.
Very weird.
Well, 5,000 gold lead now for Rutgers. Look at this. It's a straight slope
Fantastic.
downwards.
This is the Rutgers I like to see. Stormsoul, that's brain coming online.
This is Pinocchio laying in a bed right now. This is what this is. Have you seen the graph? It's Pinocchio laying down.
Moving on up. Well, what's the map control game looking like here? Nothing for UBC.
Yeah, UBC hasn't been able to leave their base in a few minutes, so not surprised. Roshan, not available. About to respawn, 25 seconds. And they see Stormsloud at TP in here. He has no idea.
Gets the D ward.
And
Juggernaut going in.
Guy's 200 IQ.
Rider here, Batrider gets out. Flamebreak as well, I hear Tombstone coming up. Juggernaut's just gonna kill it. There's Ursa blinked in. They might turn on him. Abyssal Blade used. Yules and a Force Staff is gonna save Undying. Flamebreak as well. Avalanche on the backside, a little greedy.
Look at bottom lane, Jahan. Just
yes, Johan.
push it in
all
their
TP
base.
back. This is a great time for Rutgers to take a fight if they catch anything.
I mean, he just did half the tower's health and damage. That's super worth it. Roshan just now respawning as well.
And with UBC going back, Rutgers might be able to just sneak it. Smoke comes out.
There's the smoke. I like the smoke here.
Oh no, they want to go for the kill first. CK is a very hard target to kill. 30. Okay, Lasso comes out. Avalanche comes out. They're going to beat him down. BKB on Johan, and Johan wants to fight. Now CK is going to TP out with his BKB up. Okay, looking good for UBC. Spells expended, but they don't have a BKB for CK.
They're gonna check Roche, right? They've got to. Yep, there it is. So they scout it. They know what's up.
Ooh,
They have
wait,
bugs
what do you
for-
think
in
about
5
this
seconds.
talent
What one?
for CK against Johan? The CK went for gold per
Wow.
minute.
I
Johan is just having a heyday.
don't think he
in
ever gets
all the
vision of
fights.
Johan is the problem. I think that's the biggest issue is he's never getting vision on Johan, and Kunkka is not building a BKB this game. But I think for him, he just knows he needs items to try and kill.
He wants more. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets like a blink, like he's going blink MKB, I think his best bet this game is to get like a blink dagger, and then, to be honest, like a sheep stick or something as a second form of control. Because I think you have to, like, Willow's gonna need a sheep stick once she gets, high enough. But
UBC's gonna go for this fight. Up moving in first, it looks like CK Phantasm. Stormsoul that doesn't even get the Tombstone off. He dies in 2 auto attacks actually. The boat and Tombstone's on the high ground. They can't deal with it. UBC can't deal with it. But it looks like that was the extent of the fight.
he finds a
Rutgers gonna back up.
DD on Weaver here though.
Johan might try something fancy with this. Gonna push out mid.
Johan has a lot
Roshan
of item
scouted.
slots still, believe it or not, right? Like he's gonna finish his
He can get rid of
Hurricane Pike.
boots.
He's still got Mjolnir, and he can get rid of boots. So
Yeah.
there's still a lot of growth for this Weaver.
Yeah. Alright, CK going in. The bugs are gonna scout this out. How do we take the fight? UBC pressuring Roshan. Here's the Firefly. That Rider baiting. Bramble Maze is gonna hit. CK goes in on Weaver. CK has no mana to follow this up. Johan is getting a half health. He's gonna use the time lapse, use the BKB. He gets stunned up in the Omni Slash. Johan's running away. He's pulling Juggernaut with him. Juggernaut can't hit him through the BKB. Terrorize is gonna miss. Johan makes it out safely. BKB is about to wear out on CK. He has no mana. He's not very scary right now. Just kidding. He kills Kaini in 1 hit. What the heck am I watching?
Yeah, Tiny got wrecked by Willow there. They need to get back in to stop this Roche. Like they shined up really fast, Tiny's not alive, but they do have Kunkka. So
I
I
think
wonder.
Roshan's done. They have to go right now. Bugs will scout, but all they're going to see is that Roshan's dead. They need to go right now. On Storm Select goes in, he drops the Tombstone, he's going to get, everyone's getting stunned up. Johan might drop here. He gets time that literally just came off cooldown. That might have been the game-winning play right now. Roshan's still up, Johan's on the side, he's doing a ton of damage. Johan picks up a regen rune right beside Dazzle. Dazzle's forced to shallow grave himself. Tiny and Undying are down on Rutgers, but it looks like we're going to see some deaths on UBC here. Dazzle, then we see Dark Willow. Juggernaut, the most important player on UBC, getting chased on by zombies. He makes it out with the spin. That Rider has fallen. Ursa gets a great bash on Kunkka, and CK and Ursa are chasing the Kunkka down. There's a 4-second stun. There's no way Kunkka survives this. Overpower comes up as well. But on the backside, Johan managed to finish Juggernaut.
So in the middle of that fight, right, Ursa gets the Aegis, CK runs over, picks up Cheese at like 15% HP and pops it immediately.
Oh,
so
gosh.
it was a really big deal for them to get both of those.
Yep. Yeah. I can't believe Weaver's ult came off. Like, he would have
Like
died if
half
it was
a second.
yeah, less than a second he would have died, I think. Now look at UBC gonna make a push even though they don't have the Juggernaut. 4v2, 4v3. Thanks, bro, says Storm Soldat. Got you, fam. Okay, push coming out from UBC. They want to break a tower and open up shrines. Fortification is used.
They don't want to
Kunkka
buy
has
back on Kunkka right now. It's like really important that they don't. Juggernaut's dead.
They might buy back on Kunkka when that Rider's up.
Yeah, I feel like they might be able to hold this off with the Weaver.
Well, tower tier 3's down. Racks are next. Kunkka buys back. Weaves, Bugs are in. Tiny initiates. They want to go for the Ursa. Terrorizes might save Ursa's life. Ursa has BKB. He has Aegis. He has Enraged. He's going to spend Aegis. Looks like we might see UBC fight. There's no Juggernaut. Everyone on Rutgers. Ursa gets caught perfectly by a Torrent. He's going to BKB up. He wants to go on Batrider, but instead he's forced to run. Tiny finds him on the side. Lasso comes out, surrounded by everyone. Ursa just traded the Aegis for nothing.
For the buybacks. That's about it. As soon like Batrider's TP there to the shrine was so smart because he prevents Ursa from being able to survive there in any way, right? He dies in base, doesn't want to use his BKB yet, and he's like hoping he can just BKB TP out. But Lefty just stands there like, I dare you, dude. I dare you.
Now, Ursa doesn't have buyback, and when he respawns, there will be another lasso for Batrider. Batrider might be the key ingredient to winning this game.
I mean, it's so good. It's a really good hero. This is why Batrider's always been a reliable pick, right? Because when it gets to a late game scenario, Blink Lasso plus any sort of movement speed, or in this case, he's getting a Force Staff soon, is so good. It's so good.
Can win the game.
It is
and Rutgers is right outside base. Actually, 50 seconds without Ursa. X is going to bait out Blade Fury. This means Lifestealer or Juggernaut might get gone. And actually, Lasso's going to get used on Dark Willow. Tiny's in as well. A Grave is going to save Dark Willow, and Omnislash is going to kill Tiny. Now, Chaos Knight has shown up. Tiny has bought back a great Kunkka boat going right into the middle of it. CK with no mana and a BKB forced to retreat. Rutgers pushing them back, and X is going to come out. Not going to be able to connect because of the Blade Fury. Rutgers forced back. But the Nurse is still down. Rutgers might go for the Raxes. Yes, they are. Now, CK's returned. Yules is going to interrupt his Chaos Bolt. Lakecraft is backing up. One Rax down. I think it's just the range. Yes, it is. Rutgers knows they don't want to fight.
Tiny is back, though. He is scouted by the ward, but he is back. So if they do manage to... Oh, no. Lagcraft just TP's top to cut the wave. So they're going to back out entirely, and they're okay with that. Smoke out, actually, from UBC gets popped on the willow there.
Giant Juggernaut hit a creep wave. Batrider scaring me. A little deep. Okay.
Well, Batrider picked up the cooldown reduction talent. I love that. It's very strong. What do we got here? The Tidebringer Cleave actually picked up from Kunkka. And I'm assuming Juggernaut went... Oh, he went to 600 health over the Omnislash.
Ooh.
I think I actually am seeing that more and more.
Yeah. I mean,
600 health is a lot of health because he's a super high armor hero, so that's effective HP wise is a lot more than just 600.
Yeah, and he's concerned that an Omnislash on top of a Weaver is just going to get interrupted by him going in Sakuchi.
Looks like Weaver's opting to go the Lincoln Sphere as his next item.
Okay.
A little worried that BKB might not be enough now that it's only 5 seconds.
And then, as you said, he still has room with Mjolnir for damage. And he can get a Moon Shard.
Yeah, this Weaver's got a lot to do. Ursa, on the other hand, he's pretty much got everything. He can still sell his Midas for one more item. Runes are spawning.
Gold and sweet.
Gonna be 2 and 2 on those bad boys. But he did pick up his MKB, and so did Juggernaut. So they're not super afraid of fighting into this Weaver. They can get him now.
Ursa's 600 AoE Earthshock seems ridiculous.
It's really funny. And Rage gains status resistance. That's pretty good. If he gets the Enrage off before Lasso, that Lasso is just... It's like a 1-second Lasso. That's pretty good. So I like Ursa going that. He might pick up an Aghanim's even as his last item to just fight and not die.
Yeah, I mean, because he can play so aggressive with Aghanim's because he can just essentially try and bait the Lasso, knowing Batrider can't go on him.
Yeah. Question is, if you go Aghanim's, is your team lacking damage at that point? I think with Chaos Knight going the gold per minute talent, I think you can get away with it. I think you can go Ags on Ursa because your CK now has a Daedalus.
Chaos Knight's getting his MKB.
Oh, no, he's getting MKB delivered. I thought he queued up a Daedalus, but I don't know where I saw that. They have MKB on all 3 cores now.
UBC not afraid to deal damage.
And they have almost a second Abyssal coming out here on Juggernaut. Well, both teams just seem like they are avoiding the other at all costs right now. No one wants to take a fight because at this point, you do have buybacks, right? But let's see how many. We've got Radiant with 3, Dire with 2, and a lot of them are still on cooldown for at least another minute and a half. So, well, Rutgers smokes up.
Well, what are they looking to do here? Just have Johan sit in the lane while they run around?
Could be pretty good.
This vision of the rune for UBC. Lefty takes it. UBC pings it.
Yeah.
Ping it. They know the rune's missing.
Roche not gonna respawn for 54 seconds. I mean, at this point in the game, who do you favor? To me, this just looks like the next team to take a good fight probably wins this game if they don't throw the next fight, right? Because one team's gonna like full buyback. And if you don't throw,
this is where Batrider is like the star.
Yeah,
like Batrider
right.
is the only hero in this game right now that has the ability to like win the game by himself by just getting a good lasso.
Yeah.
Who's his target?
Probably Chaos Knight still. I think Chaos Knight and Ursa are really good. If you can get the Dazzle, then that'd be amazing because you stop Shallow Grave and their BKBs are short enough duration to where you can stall the fight out.
Yeah. Dazzle's very squishy, only has mana boots.
Yeah, I mean, look at the net worth of the supports. They are pretty sad.
What's Chaos Knight's level 25 talent?
He's gonna
probably
go
Chaos Strike, right?
Chaos Strike cooldown. Yeah, I think the 6-second max stun could work, but I don't know. I feel like having Chaos Strike on a 2-second cooldown would be pretty good.
It's a lot of damage and a lot of survivability for him, and also helps with his illusions.
Because you can still low roll on the Chaos Bolt, right? It just goes from anywhere from 2 to 6 seconds, which means on average you're gonna get a 1-second longer stun. Which, is it worth it, you know?
Yeah. Huh. Could be game winning. I think both of them are great talents. You don't really lose there. Undying didn't go for the Tombstone on Death, he went for Tombstone.
Wow. That's interesting.
So he just wants to
attacks to destroy
make sure he gets
Tombstone.
one good one.
I mean, there's a lot of like random things UBC has to deal with in fights. They have bugs and now Tombstone that they have to click down. And both of these abilities, they went for the extra attacks to destroy. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Well, no vision here from UBC on Rutgers, and they're grouping up again.
Kunkka goes for the next play, immediately breaks it.
Well, they see the Ursa now running.
Tombstone used. Ursa's going for it, but there's 5 extra attacks to destroy it. An Avalanche is going to follow up a lasso. Juggernaut spinning in. They really want to kill the Tombstone, taking a lot of attacks to destroy. Zombies coming out. CK has found Kunkka. CK really wants to kill Kunkka. CK is trying to beat Kunkka down, but he can't. Dazzle has to use the Shallow Grave on himself. And we're seeing UBC drop so low. Everyone is dying. CK was unable to, or CK finally finishes Kunkka, but in the back line, everyone on UBC is very low. Weaver is dropped though. This might be UBC's time to bring it back. Now we're gonna see Batrider get caught out. Juggernaut and Ursa low, but they want to finish him off. Fury Spike's coming up. Great bash is gonna lead to that kill. We're seeing buybacks from every team.
Buybacks galore.
Retreat by themselves. Kunkka
What
might get
a
a kill on
fight for
Juggernaut.
UBC. They actually, like, the Weaver just wasn't able to stay alive long enough in that fight. He's just getting bashed up constantly between the Juggernaut and the Ursa. And this Ursa's enrage duration is paying off so much. He just tanked 6 seconds worth of damage, basically. And it's nuts, man. Like, he's just doing so much work in these fights.
Oh yeah, he's doing fantastic. Is he going for Divine Rapier?
Maybe Nullifier.
Oh.
Nullifier, yeah, it's Nullifier.
Yeah,
like if he can stop a hero from getting a BKB off, or the Ghost Scepters, because there's now Ghost Scepter on Tiny and Undying, it's just an immediate kill. So Nullifier is a great pickup here. I like it.
It doesn't look like Rutgers has the damage to kill anyone in Lasso. I think they have to go on the Dazzle because they can't kill a core.
Yeah, they don't have enough burst damage enough to kill the Ursa, right? Like, unless you wait out the Lasso until he pops the Enrage. Because otherwise he's just gonna come out using Rage and you don't have the damage to stay on him.
The tier 3 barracks is getting melted. There it is, level 25 chorus.
They're not popping in the fort.
That's one lane. Looks like they don't want to spend buybacks. Very close. A lot of pressure being applied by UBC. Oh, going for the creeps
first. Look at
first.
Chaos Knight's build. He's going for the Bloodthorn. I love this. It's so good. Give that,
especially with
crit
all
bonus to his whole team, all of his illusions, and then...
I wish he went Chaos Strike cooldown with this build.
Did he go the stun? Yeah, he did go the stun.
He went the stun. I feel like, especially with the Bloodthorn, Chaos Strike cooldown is way better.
I mean, late game, stuns are really important, so this is... I mean, ultimately, the stun is probably a better idea for team fights, right? If you get a 5-second stun or a 6-second stun on any hero, they die. Even if you don't even focus them, they're just going to die to cleave damage in the fight.
I guess he's getting mana burned as well, though. He might still only get one stun out.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Well, they
Okay,
know
so we're going to see a Roshan attempt. Smoke from Rutgers.
They saw it.
Bugs are going in. They're going to see Roshan die. They have to go now from Rutgers. Batrider showing up. Jahan actually snatches the Aegis to the floor. Oh, this could be the game-winning play coming up from Jahan. Now we're having to commit Blade 3 to get the Tombstone. We're going to see that back line. They want to go on, or UBC wants to go on Batrider, but he's already used all his spells, so it doesn't matter. CK is going to die before his 5-second BKB even ends. Jahan with an Aegis in inventory is killing everybody. CK down, no buyback. Dazzle down, no buyback. Ursa and Juggernaut to follow, but they do have a buyback to play with their Dark Willow. Everyone on Rutgers is up. Jahan, the MVP this game.
That, I mean, Jahan gets the Aegis, and then Lefty gets a great lasso onto the Dazzle, and that's what we talked about. Like, if you can get the Dazzle on the back line, it's incredible. Like, they just stall out. Ursa doesn't get to do much because he pops so much just to kill the Roshan.
Well, we're going to see a Bramble Mage, but Tiny the support turning into Tiny the core, chasing down Juggernaut. Glimmer Cape going to let him back up. The melee Raxes are under attack, but with backdoor protection. Rutgers' attack is futile. Social that coming in.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Come on.
Come on, where's the Hurricane Pike to get the creeps there faster, Johan?
I was wondering if he was going to do that, actually.
And we're going straight for the tier 4s.
Yeah, you have to. There is no reason to go for anything else.
Making their attempt to bring this to a game 3. They do not want to get kicked out of the playoffs. They worked so hard to achieve
my
this.
gosh. Jahan.
Double Torrent.
There's a great lasso.
Dark Willow. Fantastic Tombstone positioning coming out from Stormsville. That the Blade Fury comes out. Jahan is going to lasso him. Ursa loses his BKB. Juggernaut caught in between everyone on Rutgers. He's getting stunned up, torrented up. Beat down. They're going to finish him right in front of his Ancient. Turn their attention to the tier 4 towers. Jahan standing on top of the Ancient, melting it. GG is called by Juggernaut. We are going to see a game 3, Ricky.
Oh my lord. The first game 3 so far in CSL
in a while.
We've seen.
Since the fall. Well, Rutgers Not rolling over. That's what I like to see.
That was an interesting game to say the least. Like everything since the laning phase was so entertaining, right? Because you had so many lane swaps and people just trying to get the advantage. Rutgers just taking fights in really good locations. The Roche fight for them is really good.
And I want to say I love Johan on this style of hero. Worked much better for him on Troll.
I agree.
He really excelled.
Yeah, this was a
I'm
fun
excited
game.
to see what he does in Game 3.
Yeah, well, we'll be going to Game 3 here in just a few moments. So that was a long one. I don't blame you if you guys want to get up, stretch it out a little bit. But like we said, get right back in your chair because we're going to be back in just a few minutes with game number 3 between Rutgers University and UBC Esports.
See you guys soon.
Is loving her? Do you still have those nightmares, baby? Where you see me, you still tell yourself you hate me. Unbelieving lately. I know I'm still the villain of your story. You look me in the eyes like you don't even know me. Did it kill you? Did it kill you? But I was there too, I was there too. You look me in the eyes too close to the sun. So I keep running to you, keep running to you. But so I keep running to you, keep running to you. Trust me, baby.
All right, everyone, we are back. Game number 3. I hope you're excited because this is the first game 3 of CSL so far on the stream this season. Gonna be a good one.
The fall Winter Invitational was all 2-0s, which I predicted. Literally in my prediction for the Winter Invitational, I said there wouldn't be a single 2-0 series. So take that as you will.
Yeah, that was pretty good, you know.
Mhm.
Honestly, I really enjoyed game number 2. It was pretty back and forth, but
Yeah.
Rutgers kind of showing they're down, not out though.
No, Rutgers has been working hard, and it's good to see it paying off, taking a game off UBC. But this is the game that matters. Best of 1 right here. Do you go for the cheese? I want to see the cheese. How are the bans looking? Batrider actually banned. I respect that respect ban.
Batrider and the Lifestealer. So the Lifestealer was respect banned last time. They're still getting rid of the Prophet. We'll see if they choose to get rid of the Chen or the Doom this time around.
I think it's going to be Doom.
Yeah, I think they're more afraid of the Doom.
5 seconds remaining.
Rutgers not sure. They get rid of the Dazzle?
Dire team
The
battle.
Earth Spirit.
Okay. Tusk, Earth Spirit, all 3 games. So who's that? That's Mr. V Dota. They're scared of.
Yeah, I would guess.
Then offlane ban, Storm Soldat ban.
10 seconds remaining.
Who's the other ban for UBC?
I think it's Doom, right?
Yeah, Doom and
5
Chen. Yeah.
seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
Doom and Chen is what they've been doing. I think they're more afraid of Doom, like you were saying. That would make the most sense. Okay, so
Radiant team
oh,
CK?
go the CK. What?
Dire team pick.
Are you snap?
First
Doom.
pick the Doom. Maybe was
Okay.
that a misclick? UBC like, all right, let's first pick CK. Oh God, no!
Whoops. Let's see if they go in reserve time. You might be right, because it was UBC that owned with it last game. God, Doom looks.
10
I remember
seconds
when I
remaining.
first started playing Dota, I thought Doom was one of the coolest looking heroes ever because of how huge he is. But without cosmetics, he's so boring. His horns are kind of cool. Yeah, they're going into reserve time. Actually, might have actually been a misclick.
Yeah, who knows, man. I think about Doom. Doom has some of the coolest sets, man. We talked about this last time. There's so many good sets for Doom, but I don't think I've seen a naked Doom in game for a long time because everyone and if you don't have sets for that hero, why play it, right?
Yeah. Ooh, and so they go Grimstroke, Monkey King. So Grimstroke they takes to avoid the double Doom. Let's just still in the pool. Oracle, obviously, Storm Soldat, classic, great against Grimstroke, but the Monkey King picked up right away. Monkey King owns Doom in lane, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's a real hard matchup.
Okay, so we're gonna see some lane swaps likely.
Dire team ban.
Going into the second phase, the Juggernaut's taken out.
As a resident Doom player, I feel like one of the big weaknesses of Doom is his early game.
Yeah.
Like he's so weak in lane right away because you do need to go Devour level 1 because your other spells don't really help you win the lane, and if you don't have any sort of gold income, you kind of just lose. And Monkey King is a hero that completely destroys him, so Rutgers is most likely going to be trying to do a tri-lane or an aggro lane into the Monkey King and give Doom some sort of better matchup. But if you're UBC, you need to just pick one more hero that can deal with Doom, like in a solo lane 1v1, and then your Monkey King doesn't have to be the one that shuts him down, and you can focus on the tri-lane.
Yeah, would you say like maybe a Dazzle?
Oh my god, Sven. Alright, well.
So Sven, if Sven gets to cast God Strength, I mean, he's not super mad about being doomed. Oh,
that is...
Going for the kite. Monkey King doesn't really care that much, but Sven does.
That's interesting.
Actually, Monkey King does kind of care because it stops his tree dance.
Yeah, you can't tree dance while you have the dot on you. Venomancer is a hero that, like, I think feels better than he actually is, because even with a ton of items, he doesn't do a lot of damage.
That's a core Venomancer.
Probably.
There's the Lich. Okay, so.
Oh my god, Lich Grimstroke. How did this
Wait,
happen?
is this Johan's hero?
You think it's Venomancer, Johan?
Oh, I hate that.
Because it's not.
I loved him on Weaver, and that is very different.
It's not an off lane Veno, because we have a Doom already, and I don't think that's a mid lane.
Think that Venomancer is gonna. Remember what we talked about first game? I think that UBC just runs at Veno, and he doesn't do anything if he gets ran at.
He's like, I'm gonna slow you down a little bit, and they're like, okay,
but it's like,
we'll slow you too.
Yeah, it's exactly the same argument. Like, unless his Poisonous Gale is hitting Monkey King and Sven, like I understand, like, against Sven or against Monkey King, it might mess him up, and I still think Wukong's command is, Monkey King's just going to ignore him. But if he only hits one of those heroes with his Gale, then the other hero is just going to go kill him. Oh yeah, there's some there's some damage and the lockdown that we need from Rutgers.
Okay,
because they need lockdown from this last pick as well. Any like physical damage lockdowner? I don't know. Abyssal Blade.
I honestly would have been fine if Rutgers picked a
10 seconds remaining.
Timbersaw instead of the Veno and picked it for mid lane.
Oh yeah, I like that. I agree with what you said earlier. Venomancer seems good on paper, but it doesn't actually. I don't see the impact he's going to have this game. I think whoever the last core is for Rutgers, the entire game is going to be on their back. Doom isn't going to win the game. Venomancer is likely not going to win this game. Both the supports are just are alley-oopers trying to set up their cores. Rutgers' last pick, there's so much pressure on them to perform. Who's that? That's Lagecraft.
Yeah, Lagecraft's gonna have to have a pretty dope mid lane.
Rutgers banned his Kunkka.
And they ban out the anti-mage, so maybe they're thinking it's a mid Veno.
I actually would love anti-mage this game for Rutgers,
yeah,
but
really
especially for Johan, that's what I would have loved to see Johan play. It's an anti-mage. He did a great job with that split push moves, the split push positioning. UBC has last pick too for their core.
This is a scary pick for UBC or for Rutgers. I don't know what you pick into this, expecting to win. And Anti-mage is banned means you could potentially ban out like the sniper and go Medusa.
Mhm.
Um,
Radiant
Would
ban PL.
team pick.
Oh, well, okay. Well, they ban PL and go Medusa. I'm pretty sure if you UBC, you can just go OD or Sniper here, and you win. If you go Sniper, I think you win 100%.
Sniper. Oh my god, I love Sniper. Holy cow, Sniper is so good right now for UBC. He kills wards, he wins his lane. There's no way for them. Like, the only way they get on top of Sniper is with Lion Blink, and Lion gets on top of Sniper and does what? Dies.
Yeah, Venomancer will never get to him. I mean, if you pick Sniper here, you I think win by default.
When like the Shrapnel and Wukong's command are just going to make like the biggest death zone that Rutgers is not allowed to enter.
I don't like the PL ban. I think that's a huge oversight. Okay.
No,
well,
OD. I mean, OD.
I mean, OD is not bad, right? It's a good match against Medusa. But I think Sniper. Yeah. I think you and I agree that Sniper here is by far the best.
Oh god,
option.
Sniper's such a killer pick.
Well, based on draft, how do you feel?
I hate Venomancer. I hate it. I think Venomancer is the exact same problem in game 1. UBC as a team is really scary. Rutgers draft looks good in like one-on-one situations, which never really happen. UBC as a group, I think they just A-click over Rutgers.
I think a lot of this game is going to rely on Medusa to be really farmed and to set up like really good stone gazes, because if you don't, I think your team just lacks a ton of damage.
And even like setting up a stone gaze, you have to deal with Wukong's command.
They do have a decent amount of magic.
Cow, what is that lich?
That one is actually relatively old. Yeah, it came out like like 3 chests ago, I want to say.
Wow, that's really good.
Maybe it was the first one in the winter chest. I don't remember. It's not super new, but it is relatively new. I was gonna say, I think with the Venomancer, Lion, kind of Oracle, and Doom, they have a lot of magic damage, which Sven doesn't mitigate, and Monkey King doesn't do exceptionally well to it. I think my biggest worry is that they're not going to win these lanes. Doom versus Monkey King is a disaster, so they have to put Doom into the Sven and Venomancer into the Monkey King, and we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see a lot of what we did last game, which is lane swaps constantly until someone just makes a mistake and TPs without realizing, or like they die and TP to the wrong lane. It'll be interesting.
We'll keep our eyes on Johan. He is warmed up. He's ready to go. He crushed last game, but I don't know if he has the tools he needs to win this game.
Yeah, I really like Lefty's Batrider too, and I think Doom might be a little bit too passive of a hero. But we'll find out. Game number 3 between UBC and Rutgers University.
Really quick
intros. A real fast smoke. Okay, I'll start with Rutgers. We have Stormslidat playing the Oracle, one of his favorite heroes. We've got Lagcraft playing Medusa, Jahan on Venomancer, Law playing the Lion, and Lefty playing that Doombringer.
On UBC, Up is going to play Monkey King, Sage Dragon is playing Sven, Young Brats is playing Lich, Mr. V Dota is playing Grimstroke, and Hookerino is on Outworld Devourer. What's turning on? Right, we're going here for speed.
Can I hear Rap God, please?
That's for the after show.
Ooh.
All right, we're gonna have smoke popped on the high ground. Monkey King hasn't scouted them yet.
Grimstroke's roaming around.
There
he
it
saw
is.
someone
They
for
saw
a
it.
moment.
They saw it. Here we go.
He's caught. Lion, though, who gets stunned.
Oh no! Earth Spike, Gale with the great cosmetic, Stormslidat going for the lockdown. This guy's dead. Inkswell getting popped. Last it goes to Johan. Okay, Johan starting good. It's an aggro tri-lane.
Yeah, this is exactly what I expected, right? They needed to put Venomancer into Monkey King. They see that. Monkey King's already rotating bottom. I would expect Doom to scout this. If he sees the Monkey King, he needs to leave. Oh, he backs at the wrong time. He doesn't see it, and now he's gonna...
No.
That is not ideal.
No.
Battle begins.
Alright. Johan already has all his items queued up. Thing is, though, once Venomancer gets a lead, they can leave him alone. Lion's gonna go smack some people. Fighting the Grimstroke. Oracle in the aggro tri-lane. Actually, Sven here with the Stormbolt and the Inkswell. Looks like Lion might die here.
Yeah, one more auto from Sven.
Oh, Sage Dragon gets it. That's exactly what UBC's looking for.
Doom needs that Devour. Well, what he's holding his point for.
Yeah, very interesting by Doom.
Oh my god, and he
There we
gets
go.
in and doesn't use it. Ugh.
And they blocked. Oh no, they can't respond yet. Never mind. Just kidding.
Yeah, one of the benefits of having Devour on Doom is you secure the range creep, and instead he just gets it denied.
Yeah, and then oh god, and Lish goes for the block but misses it. Doom's gonna go and eat the Hellbear Smasher. Yep.
Not the best creep in lane for him, but it's better than getting like a Centaur or a Roll Trapper or something like that.
Yeah.
Ideally, you want the Wild Wing Ripper or the Satyr Tormentor, a hero that lacks both regen and health.
Yeah.
So I think he's okay though.
And we're seeing great job CSing right now from Venomancer. 7 and 3, but Monkey King's doing really well.
Doesn't see
Bottom
Stormslot
lane.
on the other side of the tree there. And they're gonna set up a kill.
Okay, Gale comes out, hits on 2. Looks like they want to go Grimstroke, even though he's close to his tower. He still has Inkswell. He's going to go on the Sven. Sven also is going to drop the Stormhammer, chain stunning the Oracle and beating him down. Grimstroke gets the Warcry shield up, and they're actually going to get the kill. Mr. V Dota can make it away with Tango usage. Juking up in the trees. Fantastic job from UBC. 2 versus 3, and they take a kill. Rutgers is not happy about that.
Yeah, they didn't get level 2s fast enough, and they did, like, the side of UBC did have them because they're in a dual V try. And those extra
level
spells
1
make a huge
Gale
difference.
is just a slow.
Yeah, it does a little bit of damage now. It used to do none, but now it's like 10 damage per tick, which is
Yeah,
irrelevant.
exactly.
Turns
Stormbolt
into,
comes
like,
out,
7.
Sven slowed. Both supports beating down on Sven. They have Venomancer on the back line. Grimstroke's going to throw out the stroke. Well, even just the level 2 in Venomous Gale increases damage from 10 to 40.
Yeah, it's level 1 is so bad, so if you want
Yeah.
to get damage, you have to go 2 points in Gale, and I think we'll probably see 2 points in Gale and then max Poison, Sting, and Wards. Bottom
Yeah,
lane,
and you're going to
Lefty
put
in
the
a lot of
first
trouble.
point in. Yeah, here we go. Jingu stop. There's the bound the strike. Beat him down. Ooh, feels good to be up right now.
Yeah, this is a really, really bad lane start for Rutgers. I'm very surprised they did not try for what happened, which is the lane swaps, because Lefty cannot lane against a Monkey King. And this Sven doesn't mind fighting into this Rutgers, like, tri lane. 'cause-
They're getting chased down by supports again. Earth Spike, follow it up with the Fortunes, and they're giving them the beatdown. There's a Gale. Sven might be dead. Stroke of Fate doing some damage. Sven's
he'll
going to
drop this
Stormbolt
time.
before he dies. There it is.
And Grimstroke, just not there. He was busy, I think, dewarding the pole camp. So, good play by Rutgers. They saw that happening. Just go for it.
I think Outworld Devourer's losing mid.
Did Medusa?
Yeah. Medusa seems to be in way better shape than he is.
Yeah, you would appear to be correct. He might have eaten a couple Mystic Snakes to the face, which would definitely turn that lane over. The thing is on Outworld, if you get Mystic Snaked, you need to just Astral a creep in the lane and get all your mana back.
Yeah. Can't lose it. And there's the snake. Doesn't get the bounce. Well, CS-wise, though, Odie's doing okay.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy going on. Now, here's the thing. Now, Monkey King is number 1, which is very scary for Rutgers. Their Venomancer's number 2, but what does Venomancer do with farm? He does have a Midas queued up, but he's not going to scale as well. That's a huge issue with him. Alright, we're going to see a skirmish in the jungle. Stormsplat getting low. A Hex coming out on Sven to slow him down.
Sven was getting wrecked by those creep wave. Or those jungle creeps, because he purged off his shield, and so he just took a ton of physical damage out of nowhere.
Great purge.
You said Veno has the Midas queued up, right?
Yeah, Veno is queuing up a Midas, but I'm just so concerned what he does.
Alright, so he goes go for the second point in Poison Sting, which I think on paper is probably better if he's just looking to harass and they can't go for a lot of kills. Stormslap in the rune there.
Here we go,
purges.
Stormslap might die here. A Hex coming out on Grimstroke, doing as much damage as he can. Earthspike to follow it up, Purifying Flames, but a Frost Shield from a teleporting in Lich. They're going to go, turn on Law, they're going to get him with the Frost Shield and the Stormhammer. He buys out before he dies, but overall that's going to go in
Stormslap's
favor
gonna get
of
both runes,
UBC.
though. Not too bad. And Lefty
Okay,
got one
yeah.
bottom, so
Now Lich is caught, Venomancer. They're going to give him the Frost Blast. Stroke of Fate will connect. Stormhammer is up. OD is rotated for this. They just need vision on him to kill him. OD has found him. Stormhammer comes out. Fantastic triple Earth Strike. Inkswell is going to finish him off. Not quite. Sven's going to die here. No, fantastic save from Hookerino. Now he needs teammates to scare him away.
Okay.
Playing Flames will finish the Sven.
I was like, there's no way Storm's letting that guy get out of there.
Yeah, they're leaving Monkey King to solo versus Doom. Monkey King's level 5, Doom's level 3.
Doom, as long as he has Infernal Blade up, can go up for a creep wave. But when Infernal Blade's on cooldown, he has to back, because that's his only source of damage against a Monkey King.
Yeah,
So
well said.
Venomancer is just going to go for the Poison Sting Ward build. I actually really like that build.
I think that's the right build, but it's the first point in Venomous Gale. I think Rutgers thought it would be better than it is, because it's offering the slow, but the thing is there's a lot of control coming up from Oracle and from Lion, but not a lot of damage. And having control on all three heroes is an issue we saw when they lost the 3v2 fight. They had a bunch of control but not enough damage.
He just got the Jingu stacks.
Teleport coming out from Oracle.
He does have Boundless Strike.
Drops on Doom. They're going to have a Purge it. There we go. Great Oracle.
That purges Jingu?
Yeah, only from Monkey King, not from his teammates. Like the stacks.
Wow. I never knew
King's
that.
coming out top.
Lefty, did you not learn your lesson? Alright, now you learned. Okay, he's fine. Storm Sabat just gonna come purge it again. Wow, that's really funny.
Great synergy there. Or counter. Venomancer unlikely going to be able to get his ult at 6. Going for the stack though. Grimstroke did a ton of damage hitting through that stack.
Lefty might die bottom. Picks up a casual chainmail, trying to juke around trees. One more auto. Jingu falls.
Doesn't have Jingu. Going for the tree dance. Jumps on him. Infernal Blade. There we go. Here's the Jingu. Gets it. Top lane. Lion dies. Still chasing Doom. The fight top is left Lich low. Bottom lane. Now we're going on Oracle. No, he has Boundless Strike, but he doesn't have Jingu. He has to back up, getting kited around.
What kiting? That was. They played that really well. Just kiting around. Lefty just juking in and out of the trees until his support showed up. They did lose a hero top though, like you said. So kind of interesting. This Sven doesn't seem to be too like hindered here in this top lane. If you look at farm, he's a little bit behind of the Venomancer, but he's doing all right for himself.
That was all in the first couple levels. Now he wasn't even able to get in lane. Like Venomancer, I think at like 20 CS to Sven's 3, and now it's 30 to Sven's 20. So Sven's bringing it back. He's had a very rough early couple levels, but now that he's 5.
Well, there's your Midas on Venomancer completed. Hook Rhino going Midas as well, but he has the double null tally boots. Medusa also going Midas. Wow, I think Medusa is one of the heroes that you don't actually need a Midas on usually. This is a hero that you can just go like Mask of Madness, I thought.
Yeah, I agree.
You farm faster having a Mask of Madness than you do with a Midas, but maybe you just
Monkey King's level 7. He might get an Inkswell here. Boundless Strike is used. Inkswell's pop, but there's stun and a purge coming out. Earth Spike on Monkey King. Looks like Monkey's
actually in a lot of trouble.
Drop. They don't have a way to save him. Grimstroke trying to do damage. OD is here. He goes to Astral the Doom. 2 supports. Here's the hammer drop. They're going to kill an Oracle. Now they want to go for the Doom, who's out of mana, getting the Intellect Sap. Phantom's Embrace on him. Vanish comes out. That's going to secure the kill. It's max level. Okay, so they lost their Monkey King, but they got 2 kills for it.
It's a great rotation from Hook Rhino. The Monkey King died. I think they expected him to do quite a bit more, but this Oracle is actually just putting so much work in because he gets his 4 Jingu stacks, and then it's immediately purged, and then also takes like a 300 damage nuke to the face. So Monkey King being a fairly fragile hero and relying on the Jingu mastery to regen himself up in fights is pretty big.
Stormsword, that's a pro, spamming these try-hard nerd heroes.
Yeah,
he's making it work for him.
His Midas as well. Are they going Midas on Doom too? Okay, no, he's going Drums. I was like, if they're going 3 Midas, this could be a huge problem. But Midas for Medusa, Midas for the Venomancer.
Monkey King being very sneaky bottom lane. Tree dancing around. Has his ult. No, he doesn't have his ult. He didn't skill it. Okay, they're gonna scout out an Oracle back here. Storm Soldat.
Did he
Might
not?
get
Oh
gone
my god,
on.
just outside the ward.
There's the Phantom's Embrace. Oracle's gonna go for it. Stroke of Fate. Here comes the leap. Oracle uses Fate's Edict on himself. A Hex comes out on Monkey King, slowing him down. Oracle's caught in the middle of it. Doom on Monkey King. They're gonna try and turn on him. Monkey King going for the Jingu stacks, trying to heal himself up. They go on Doom. Get the stacks on him, but Monkey King's gonna back out. Odie is here. Odie is gonna find Oracle. No, oh my god, Storm Soldat is a legend. Juke, 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 juke. Underneath tower, they get the imprisonment. Monkey King is back. He's going to follow this up with a Boundless Strike, and Oracle has been deleted from the game. In the meantime, Medusa's pushing mid tower, though.
I mean, this is the second time she's been able to push mid because the last rotation, same thing. He just went mid lane, and then your tower's gone. And Venomancer's slowly whittling down top lane now. This is when he becomes really frustrating because he actually went 4 points in ward.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Sven is dead.
He's going on Sven. Gale, Mango, going for the wards.
I mean, he went
Think
4
Sven's
points in
gonna be
Plague
okay.
Ward, not 4 points in Poison Sting. So
Yeah.
he doesn't do as much damage as you would think. Bottom lane,
Yeah, but his
another
wards
aggressive
are
play coming
going to
out.
put a lot of pressure. Coming out bottom lane, we're going to see a Sinister Gauge on Doom. Doom's going to turn on Lich, hit him with that Infernal Blade. He's going to drop to the Purifying Flames of Oracle. Next up line, he uses the Finger before he dies, but he does no damage to OD because of a poor communication. There was actually a Fate's Edict on OD at the time. OD gets hit by the Purifying Flames. He's getting low. Sorcerer wants to finish him. The second one will get the kill.
Man, that feels bad if you're Lion. He probably sets up that kill really easily. They get it no matter what, but yep, you never want to ult a hero that's magic immune.
The thing is, it's kind of good that it happened there, where it didn't actually matter. It's just on cooldown, because I don't think that's a mistake they're going to make twice this game. Like,
Yeah.
you know, from now on, Storm Soldat is going to call out every single time he uses Fate's Edict,
Yeah.
just to avoid that happening, because that could be game losing later on.
Well, Venomancer versus Sven again, the matchup of the century.
Yeah.
That's an OD coming in too.
Stormhammer, God Strength, Doom is here. No Doom. There's an Astral. 3 mana regen picked up. Alright, they're going on the Doom a little bit. Stroke of Fate, going to connect, slow him down. Gale will slow down the Storm, or the Outworld of Hour, pushing him back.
Medusa is loving life right now. They just keep committing a lot to this bot lane, and this is the third time. Medusa just going mid. Like, alright, dude, I'll farm your jungle, and then I'll clear your mid waves and go back to jungling. She's just been doing this over and over again. Top of the net worth by 1,200 gold.
This is, I mean, we said it. Lightcraft is going to have to carry his team, and he's doing just that right now.
They smoke. Was it seen? Oh, that would have been close. It was right on the edge of that ward, so I don't know if they actually saw it. Lefty has the Doom top lane.
Going on Monkey King top. There's the Doom, the Hex, the Earth Splitter. Infernal Blade, slowing him down. Great stun usage by Rutgers. Fantastic job. Sinister Gaze on Doom is going to do nothing, but there's a Soulbind into a double Chain Frost. Oh my god, we've been waiting to see this. Oh yeah, baby. Keep it coming. Phantom's Embrace. What are you going to do, Doom? He actually might make it away. Stroke of Fate coming up. Phantom Embrace part 2. Stroke of Fate. Gotta hit this one. Did that hit, I think.
Yep.
Now Lightcraft shows his slithery face top after spending all game farming.
That's the support duo, right, of the patch that we saw when it first launched. Just Grimstroke Lich every game.
1900
And that's
damage.
why. Yeah, Lich plus his R does 1900 damage.
Yep.
Venomancer bot might be in trouble here. He does scout with his wards, but they're gonna scout for him. He might be able
Gale,
to block him.
Ward, Sven,
No.
Storm Spear, Stormhammer, on top of the Venomancer, Imprisonment coming out
Oh,
soon.
he does
There's
get
a
the block.
great ward
There
from
it is.
Johan. The Gale is wearing down. OD blocking Sven. Lion is here. Second ward coming out. Okay, Johan makes it away. It looks like Lion going in. A Hex connects on Sven. They're going to get a Poison Touch on him with the wards. Earth Spike holding Sven down. Gale as well. Astral Imprisonment keeping Sven safe. No follow-up here. Gets a double Stormhammer. Sven's just going to run. No Imprisonment to save him this time. It looks like he's going to
He
make it away.
canceled the
or-
finger. I don't
Oh
know
no,
why.
he might have broken sight. Not gonna get him. Alright, Johan might be in trouble now. He actually uses Oracle to save him. Hammer is dropped. There's a Hex coming out. Storm Hammer on Venomancer. I don't know if he's gonna die. God Strength on line. They're chunking him down. Inkspell's gonna come out on top of that. Lion has dropped. Unable to get the finger. Now,
get the
no
rune.
Soul Line for 3. Storm Soldat's going for it. This cheeky little captain, go, 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 run, 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 run top. He gets slowed, he's gonna die. There's a Frost Blast to follow that up, and a Frost Shield. Sven is here, Stormhammer. Goodbye, Storm Soldat. Hey, the support claims the kill.
Well, Medusa, 2,000 ahead in net worth now. She is just very content, just doing her own thing. I don't know why he has a Mantle of Intelligence queued up, but I'm sure that's a mistake. He's got to be finishing his Manta, I'm assuming, right? Yep, as he queues it up. There we go.
Venomancer went for Venomous Gale cooldown as the core.
That seems bad.
I guess it's kind of good against Fen and maybe the cores, but if there's... this game is so just completely on Lightcraft. Like, there's no damage coming up from Doom. There's a BKB is going to stop all the damage from Venomancer.
A core Veno doesn't have the mana to sustain multiple Gales in fights, really. Like, by the time you
Poison
blow...
Nova was what, 200 at level 1?
Yeah, by the time you blow Poison Nova a Gale in like a single ward, you're sitting at like 100 mana. So I don't understand. I think in most games you want just that GPM talent, because even if you're a core, like, it's gonna help you get that much farther ahead of the enemy team, especially when they are at an advantage right now with this Medusa as big as she is.
Monkey King predicts Lion's movement perfectly, hits him with a maximum Primal Spring, a Phantom's Embrace, and a Stormhammer online. He knows he's dead. Axel's going to follow this up. Mr. V Dota.
Yeah, he did not want his team to suffer the same fate. So they should be able to defend the tower here, I think. They did de-ward the high ground. But let's see. They got up their work cut out for him for sure. Actually, that Mystic Snake just absolutely destroyed him. Uh-oh, Carlo, we're having troubles hearing you. The robots are taking over. Mid lane, Jahan. I'll try and do play-by-play here as best I can. He's just gonna back out. He's doing all right. Top lane. Are we gonna see an engagement? Ooh, Rutgers want to fight. Here comes the Purge. Not dodged by Monkey King. Doom is gonna come out. Top lane, we have the Soulbind and the Double Lich ult. 2 heroes down immediately. Medusa does have her Stone Gaze. Is gonna use it. Over here on the side, Monkey King still silenced up, but Medusa, very close to falling, is going to see the Finger of Death, is going to kill Grimstroke. Now Lagcraft going to fall as well, and now Jahan is still alive. Can they kite around this OD? It doesn't look like it. They're turning. They're going to kill the Doom lefty next to fall. 1 hero left, which is the Venomancer, and going to sneak out just barely. Rutgers. It looked like the fight they wanted to take, but UBC just ready for it. Carlo, are you there, my man? Have you joined the... Have you fought off the robot overlords?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh no. We're losing them, guys. We're losing them. Top lane. Rutgers University lose their tier 1 tower. This is a good series of events for UBC. Actually, are they going to go on stage? No way. Just doing a little bit of harass. Oh man, this is what we talked about with Jahan on this Venomancer. The hero just doesn't feel super strong in fights. Like he popped his ult Poison Nova, he uses Gale, but at the end of the day, like, the hero just, they're lacking a lot of physical damage in these fights. And if Medusa, like in that one, got initiated on right away, lost so much of her mana pool right away, couldn't really continue fighting, was essentially stationary as she gets locked up between the Soulbind of Grimstroke and then the stuns from Sven. So we'll see what Rutgers do here. I would like to see Venomancer transition into more of a carry. He could pick up a Maelstrom, to be honest. I like the Hurricane Pike because it works really well against Monkey King. If he tries to drop the Wukong's command, you can force staff him out. But overall, they got a lot of work to do.
I'd like to see a Divine Rapier pick up.
Oh, Carlo! You're alive!
Yeah.
I thought for sure the robots took you.
Just a disturbance in time, but I fought them back. Don't you
Small
worry.
rift in the force.
Exactly.
How much of that fight did you catch? Did you see it all?
Oh yeah, I watched it.
Okay.
I don't miss anything. OD's making waves. Now, Venomancer's keeping up on net worth. Like, the net worth is actually kind of surprising.
Yeah, I mean, he went Midas, and Venomancer does farm.
Oh,
actually,
speaking of Venomancer, catches out the Monkey King. Frost Shield coming out. Earth Shield. Oh no,
it's happening.
There's the double Phantasm double. Oh god, double Chain Frost on top of a creep wave. The damage is insane. Medusa gets the Stone Gaze. Monkey King's gonna drop. Chain Frost are still flying. Doom, don't go in there. It's gonna keep going. The Chain Frost doesn't stop. Now they're going to actually drop Grimstroke. Sven, very dangerous position. Great combination of spells coming out from Rutgers. It looks like they're going to be able to drop Sage Dragon. Yes, they do.
Duke didn't even have to use his Doom. That fight looked terrible, but I guess if you're the Lich ult isn't being soaked by your Medusa, the fight's not too bad.
Yeah, Medusa's the big boy here. And
Radiant structure.
how much damage did Lich do? Jeez, 22.
Probably like all of it.
He did the
Medusa
most,
did a lot.
yeah.
Venomancer got his ult off on 3 or 4 heroes in that fight, so for him, that's like the sacrificial poison nova and your job is done type of scenario.
He actually beat Lich on damage.
Yeah,
Venomancer.
and Venomancer does a lot in fights like that. It's just it feels weird when your core is like, I'm just gonna go in and die, guys. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And that's the problem with Venomancer core.
Yeah, it paid
So
off
tight.
that fight. It's just I feel like a lot of times you get only a 2-man poison nova sometimes at best in these fights because you don't want to die right away.
Or there's a BKB.
Yeah, exactly.
And all of a sudden that play, you can't make that play anymore. Venomancer's going for a halberd.
Yeah, I like it. I think I pointed out as it being really good synergistically against Monkey King. So if he goes for the Wukong command, you can force staff him out. Also gives you space against Sven as well. I don't know if you can force staff out.
Oh,
of
smoke is
Soul
popped
Bind.
on. They're gonna find the Lich in the jungle. Not the kill they wanted with the smoke, but they'll take a kill.
Yeah, I mean that's decent.
Oh god, look what OD just did. Look what OD just put in his inventory.
What did he just put in his inventory?
A game-winning item.
How does he have a Scythe of Vice already? 22 minutes. Just says screw everything else. I'm getting a Scythe.
Tower is under attack.
That is big.
It is. It's
That
huge.
is humongous.
Think about what heroes in this fight you just need to CC. Just the Medusa, right?
Yeah, just the Medusa. I mean, Oracle can purge it, but that's Oracle used right away, and OD's just gonna keep beating him down. Oh god, he's going Blink BKB next too. My issue with Venomancer going Halberd, Ricky, is that Venomancer's problem right now is BKB, and when Venomancer gets Halberd, his problem is still gonna be BKB.
Yeah, I mean, at least he can force staff himself out. And one thing I was asking is, you can't force staff out of Soulbind, can you?
No, it has to be a different movement spell, I think.
Yeah, that's the thing is, like, I don't know enough about Soulbind interactions because it's so new still.
I believe you can't. I believe Force Staff will only bring you to the max Soulbind range. Other thing,
Kind of like
you can
Pounce type of thing. Like, you can't force staff out of a Pounce.
I thought you could force stuff out of Pounce now.
Oh, did they change that?
I think they changed it, but with what you're talking about, like how it worked before, yeah.
Yeah.
Or like kinetic field, essentially.
Oh, you're right. They did change it because that was the patch where Slark was like the best hero in the game, and then now he sucked again.
Good.
I remember this.
Well, Medusa's gonna make a move top. They don't have all. Both teams are missing players here. Medusa's almost all 20.
Radiant's bottom
I'm surprised they didn't fort. Oh,
tower
they're
is
not
under
fort. I was like, I'm surprised they didn't fort that wave, but they just used it actually to do. I don't know when, but Ocarina bottom.
Mm-hmm. No,
Yeah,
nothing.
G2, free. Top lane, are they gonna
Yeah.
fight? Did they see?
has fallen.
Monkey King. Medusa's pressuring. Tower's getting low. Frost Shield gets used. It's not really who you want to use Frost Shield on, though. Whatever, it looks like it paid off. Where's the sheep stick? I think they need Hookerino. His sheep stick is pivotal.
Yeah, it's interesting that you would go for like a sheep stick and then not try to fight with it right away.
Yeah.
The other thing too
Awesome.
is if you like sheep up the Oracle in the fight, you turn that fight really fast.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
Oracle is a huge part of Rutgers' team fight.
I think I agree with you completely. Kill the Oracle. And the Venomous Gale was picked up for the second talent. It looks like Gale Impact summons 2 wards.
That's
They put
the one to go
cooldown on.
for sure. The Gale Impact might be his best talent, believe it or not.
Mhm.
'Cause
Oh yeah.
that and 3 times wards, like if you actually get to 25 on Venomancer, you suddenly just like throw Gale. If you hit like 2 heroes, you summon tier 2 towers. Like,
Yeah, that
that's
makes
pretty
actually
good.
this seems way better than 90 gold per minute now. At level 10.
Yeah, if you get that cooldown, because it'll be
Are scanning.
that 10-second
Oh,
cooldown.
we're gonna see a fight top. Soulbind comes out. Double chain frost. Oh no.
I could have sworn there were 2 supports there at some point.
Now does OD have his blink dagger? Yeah, it's on cooldown. 7 seconds. It gets broken by Venomancer. That's gonna happen a lot.
Being a Venomancer, is he gonna get bound? No, barely escapes. So, Ladcraft gonna go shove mid a little bit. Can you use Midas? Come on, get that catapult. You know you want it. There it is. Ooh, feels good.
Okay, push coming out from UBC. Looks like they should be able to get a tier 2 tower top. Rutgers probably is not going to be able to defend this. Well, line will be up soon. Does line have an item yet? No. Poor guy. Close to blink though.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Alright,
Dire's
tower
bottom
half.
tower is under
There it is.
Oh my
Blink,
gosh, the blink
Sheep
hex.
Stick, Oracle, by Storm sold that. Stormhammer claims the kill. They might go tier 2 with or tier 3 with this.
Yeah, you can now. You definitely want to pressure the tier 3. Medusa
Especially
and
with-
Veno
yeah.
bottom. I don't think they have what they can to like what they need to defend this because their Oracle is dead.
Well, Venomancer's committed, right? Like Venomancer needs like 10 seconds to set up.
I was
so
gonna say
he's
if
not
they
gonna
get a
come
good
back.
initiation, there's the Hex on the
Yeah. Oh, and the hammers drop. The Soulbind and the Chain Frost comes out. This is a lane of racks, I think, right now. Venomancer is dropping the tower to low. Buybacks are coming out. Oracle's here. There's no Sheep Stick. Doom is used. I think when Doom ends, though, they're gonna turn. I really think UBC can turn this as soon as OD is ready to fight.
I was
Oh
in the
no,
middle of
he's
saying,
going into vision.
Oh, Oracle.
He's gonna blink. There it is.
No.
Again, they fell for it twice. Burst Spike comes out, but Boundless Strike is gonna keep OD away alive because Dre Finger's not gonna come up from line. Stone Gaze is a little too late. Never mind. Monkey King turns around. All right. Rutgers is looking like they can do some damage. Wukong's command, though, Sinister Gaze is gonna keep Medusa way out of position, away from her team. Wukong's command is gonna separate up Rutgers. Oh no, they're stunned in the Wukong's command. This is exactly what UBC wants. Rutgers has walked right into their trap, and they are eliminated. And Rutgers just lost about 4 heroes in the exact same spot on the map.
We lost about 6,000 gold in 2 fights.
Yeah, that's the most value ward in the CSL.
I mean,
That ward is the MVP of the game.
This whole area has been notorious. We'll just make sure everyone is aware. This whole area is probably the best spot on the map to take engagements around if you have vision, because you can see both ramps on the high ground, and it is a complete death trap to walk into, and it just like UBC just played that perfectly.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
UBC is working as a team right now, and now they're uncontested, pushing as a team, about to take in game 3 the first lane of racks at about 30 minutes here. Rutgers, 50 seconds, no Medusa. Are we going to see a push for the tier 2 mid? No, they're going to go for the
They're
shrines.
just gonna, yeah, shrine it up.
Outworld Devourer, Blink, Scythe of Eyes, really paying off, and he's a double damage. Oh my. And a Roshan's up. Oh me, oh my.
Even the DD
2
for
boots on Monkey King.
is kind of. Oh, I guess OD's about to lose a lot of his intellect right now, so that makes sense.
Yeah. They're beating this guy down. Rutgers seems to have no idea what's going on. Even if they do, the fantastic ward that's led to 6,000 net worth is going to see the rotation from Rutgers to the Roshan pit. Oracle just destroyed an Observer ward, though.
Yeah, he walks up there with a vengeance and kills that ward.
Yeah. Get rid of you. Roshan's down. And it looks like they're going to go right in. Rutgers has no idea what's about to happen. Monkey King goes straight in. Sven's going to start with the Stormhammer. Doom is there. Doom gets a great War Stomp, followed up by a Venomancer ult. Okay, UBC's going to back up there.
But they
Here's
don't
the
turn.
thing. Yeah. They're just... UBC's just going to wait for this to end and then go in.
I don't understand how you can't take the fight if you poison Nova up the Sven and the...
Yeah, like
Monkey
even
King?
Monkey King drops to half health with that.
Yeah, the problem they
other-
have though is they can't risk it, right? If they go for that fight and they lose, the game's over.
Yeah.
It's just a rough position to be in if you're Rutgers. Medusa now no longer the net worth champion. That goes to OD.
Yeah. Sven, Venomancer doing a really good job, but you don't notice Venomancer's net worth the way you notice Sven's net worth, the way you notice OD's net worth, and the way you notice Medusa's net worth.
Yeah, exactly.
Venomancer's essentially a support hero.
Just a really farm support hero. Well,
Yeah.
oh no, he didn't go for the damage aura. I wasn't sure if Lefty was going for the damage aura there, but sticking with the War Stomp. Well, UBC revealed themselves mid, and now Rutgers. This
They have
Medusa's
to react.
just got a
Rutgers
split
not doing
push.
anything top.
Yeah, the Medusa just has to split push, and
And
as soon as they go high ground, he needs to TP
Radiant's
back.
middle tower is
Venomancer needs to commit somewhere. Venomancer needs to commit to a lane or to pushing a lane or defending a lane because he needs time to set up.
Yeah, he needs to get wards in the mid lane really bad right now.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Setting the wards up.
He needs to get like at least a 2-man Gale, and it could be a pretty good setup for them.
OD crushing the wards. Sven too, putting down what Venomancer's trying to raise. A smoke is used. I think it was seen by UBC, but it doesn't matter. What are they going to do? Medusa throws out the snake. I think UBC can even take the tower this way. Wukong's command, and they'll take the whole. Oh, fortifications used. I think we'll see Wukong's command here. Next creep wave. Monkey King wants the catapults to stay alive. Sven wants the catapults to stay alive. Big Mystic Snake. They're going to run it back. Oh no. Okay. Wukong's command. Tower goes down. Here we go. DKB on Doom. They're going to Doom the OD. It looks like OD is going to drop. Wukong's command is used. Now OD has fallen, but he has the Aegis. The double Chain Frost comes out, but it's hitting 2 BKB targets. BKBs are dropping, and now the Chain Frost is dropping the heroes. Oh my god, Doom and Venomancer are deleted by Lich by himself. Inkswell on Sven as he runs in. Oh my god, Sven's so fast he actually manages to catch Storm Soldat. Beats him down. Of all the people, Storm Soldat unfortunately has to use the ult to save himself. Lich is all they've traded for so far for 2 cores on Rutgers University.
Yeah.
Medusa is the last hope for Rutgers to defend the base, while Sven is just sitting there with God Strength hitting the racks in front of him.
There's no Stone Gaze anymore. They don't
Venomancer
have Doom available.
OD doesn't really hit towers. Sven doesn't hit towers without God Strength. UBC is going to back up.
Are they that afraid of?
They can turn again though. Remember they
like you have
look, they're waiting.
Eclipse still.
They're waiting. They're waiting. Rutgers fell for it once, dude. Look at this setup right now. This is premeditated. They know exactly what they're doing. OD, he's gonna. Oh no! Oh no! Double Storm Hammer, Hammer drop. That's a no buyback. Johan, if they can hit him, he managed to get away. But the racks are next. Medusa's watching. She knows her team has to heal. She can't fight right now. If she dies, then Rutgers' dream is dead.
And without the Oracle, it's a pretty big deal. Like, Oracle being dead for 50 seconds is huge. Because Lich ult is up in 2 seconds, so you're about to have the Soulbind, like, Chain Frost combined with a Sheep Stick.
Back. Okay, Lincoln's is used by Lion. Monkey King.
Nice dodge. That's stylish.
Very cool. Racks down, racks down. Here it is. Go for the ranged. Do some damage. Oh no. But the Phantom's Embrace. Are we going to see the Chain Frost? The Hexes came out. Oh god. This is just a massacre. Sinister Gaze. Lich actually Sinister Gaze is the stone gazing Medusa. That's ballsy.
That Lich ult was still going around, by the way.
Wukong's command. BKBs don't stop you here. And that's just going to zone every hero out on Rutgers. UBC, they're going to teleport home the low health Outworld Devour and turn their sights to tier 3. Yeah, because the second Chain Frost was like insane distance. It was like 2 cast range out. Yeah. And that's huge. Like the Blink Sheep Stick's big, but with the well there it is again. Speaking of the Blink Sheep Stick, no buyback on Johan. A lot of intellect being stolen by Outworld Devourer here, up to 48. My lord. Well, he can push base when he has this much damage.
I mean, UBC just played this so well. There's not a lot you can say other than UBC just they have like they got this Lich Grimstroke, which we've seen just be so absolutely destructive in fights, but you can't like play down the fact that they played really well in their lanes, they played really well in the team fights, and Rutgers I think just overestimated their heroes here.
I agree. I think the Venom. It feels bad losing this series with a Venomancer on your team. To me, as a fan of Rutgers, it doesn't feel fair. I would have loved to see Johan on Weaver again, or even on like Juggernaut or CK or something like that. But seeing him lose on Weaver is kind of frustrating. Ancient about to fall here, and this is going to mean UBC advances on. The prize of winning this match is to face RIT. And Rutgers has to defend their chance at making it to land from the lower bracket. Next time they lose this series, that's it. They're done.
Well, I mean, congratulations, UBC, taking the series 2-1. Probably one of the best series we've seen in a while. It looked like Game 2, Rutgers, I think, just had a good draft, and were able to pull that one out. And I think you talked about some of the main differences, Johan, on a more of a playmaking hero than this more passive role, but UBC I think played well in all 3 games, and
Definitely.
They definitely
I think
deserve it.
RIT scared.
Yeah.
I think RIT really should be paying attention to UBC, and I don't want to see what I saw from RIT against what I saw from RIT versus SBU. I don't want to see from RIT against UBC.
UBC's a team to be feared, man. These guys, they know what's up. They're crushing these games. Every game that we have, all the series that we have cast of UBC, they have won.
Yes.
This team has not lost many games, like games at all, let alone a match. So this is a team that I think in the postseason, this is their first time they've dropped a single game.
Yeah, and still winning the series, so
Pretty substantial.
they're doing it.
Well, we'll be seeing UBC advance in the upper bracket, as you said, to play RIT, the defending champions. Should be fun. Rutgers University, I guess we'll find what they're going to be playing against a little bit later. I don't think the lower bracket has been fully filled out yet, so that will be interesting.
Definitely.
But,
well, Ricky, I think that's it for tonight.
Yeah, it is. And Carlo, tell these amazing fans of yours where they can find you if they aren't already following you, which they should be.
If you aren't already following me, you can throw your computer at your window. If you are already following me and you want to tell someone where they can find me at the same place they always can. Twitter, CARLOLT0N. But more importantly, Ricky, where can people keep up with you?
Well, thank you so much. You guys can find me at rcryptic, RKRYPTIC, on any form of social media. That includes Twitter, as well as here on Twitch, where we do cast some additional CSL games for fun. Always a good time. Carlo and I having a blast. But that's it for this week. Collegiate Star League, pretty much the best place you're going to find for any collegiate esports, especially Dota, since we've got the best caster in the world, Carlo, joining us. And I think that's going to do it. We'll be seeing y'all next time. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's the best team in the world, Ricky. You and myself.
I'm sorry. Thank you. I appreciate it.
better be
Thanks
sorry.
for the love. All right, catch y'all soon.